I bought wine gums.
I seem to remember I was being particularly annoyed about the fact that I've made a crowd around myself after trying not to.
I'm getting deafened by Minecraft.
I wanted to know what you were saying. Do you know that wine gums do a 400-gram bag?
Brilliant. So, anyway.
Wait, just quickly.
We come this way, so
we don't actually know what each other look like. So, can I suggest we take a second, if we know what we look like and we can describe it, to just describe ourselves?
All right.
Is there much necessity?
Well,
actually, there is, because I need to know. Like,
RP, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea to know.
So yeah, let's go around the table. Start with Johnny.
Wonderful. Obviously, as a halfling, I'm not particularly tall. 3 foot dead, I think I am, after working it out. Got fairly long hair as far as a halfling goes. Fairly dark. Fairly hard to tell unless it's good light, whether it's dark brown or black. Very bright grey eyes, almost white, depending on where we are. And obviously fairly...
Whoops, wrong one.
How could you?
I was trying to click notes.
The same clothes as the rest of you.
Yeah.
Being in prison.
So you're small, dark brown / black hair, grey eyes.
Yep, it's all
anything else? Oh, you've got
on the coat sheet.
You've got your Nat 1 of Destiny. Nat 1 of Destiny.
Oh yeah, I've got the, as I've already mentioned, I do have the Nat 1 of Destiny, which is it's this dice that I've got next to me. Yeah.
I would have had a pen.
All right.
It's a very lightly magical dice that I collected at some point in the prison.
And by lightly magical, we mean... Yes. And by
lightly
magic, we mean it was enchanted purely to roll 1 every time.
Yeah. Whenever you roll it, it will always roll a 1, but I can use it for a ranged attack.
Cool.
Just damage. Gambling, just like, hey.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Sleight of hand against other people's dice that I can slowly slip that in. Yeah.
Cool. Who next?
Courtney? What do you look like?
well, I'm a
Waff.
4'2" dwarf.
Taller than half.
206.
That's not surprising.
I'm a 209 pounds.
Chunky boy.
My chunky boy.
No, dwarf.
But nice, you know, hazel eye. And I'm obviously ginger.
Anything else relevant?
I have a mohawk.
Oh yeah, you have a mohawk and a giant.
You bastard.
Mohawk and
Same.
Mohawk and a giant what?
Beard.
Beard.
And a pawn shop for showing a cock.
Oh, and that 5'2".
No, 5 by 2. 2 peanuts.
5'2".
He's gonna get to that one.
Just
I
gonna
wouldn't be
take
surprised.
everything that can grow it.
Cool.
Just like, does this give me a
I'm
whole
a druid.
bucket?
I'm a druid. I'm gonna make some kind of potion.
Alright,
Rolls
so
on that 20.
4 foot 2 inches, 269 pounds, chunky, hazel eyes, ginger, mohawk plus giant beard. Oh, ginger mohawk.
Fucking hell, why is that
Yeah,
right next to the
ginger.
book?
Whatever. Yeah, you. Okay. That was about all. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who'll be next?
You.
Me. Alright, I'm let's see. I'm looking at this. 5'4", human, female. I'm 28 years old. I'm also quite light and wiry. 50 kilograms roughly. I'm white, so you know, Blazer, she's gonna like me. I've got dirty blonde hair. It's kind of, it's just sort of, it's just the normal hairstyle, like
Shoulder length,
just normal way of styling it. I don't care about anything about that. I have 2 eyes. as usual. However, one of them is cloudy, like cloudy milky white, so that means that I'm blind in one eye, and the other eye is I think it was grey, but that may change. And in order
Oh,
to,
look, are we using the injury table?
in order,
No, why?
Making sure.
I think I just have I think I got like a slight lower perception or something from it anyway. And in order to try and hide my blind eye, I wear my hair over that eye as much as possible. I think it's my left eye. I think it's my left eye.
So you up bishops?
Yeah, I think it's my left eye is the cloudy one. So I occasionally might have, if I remember, trouble with things on my left.
I think.
Sounds like me in real life.
It might give you disadvantage to range attacks, but I can't remember.
Let me check. Injury table.
Let's
Can I
not
move where
check
the
it now.
flip
It's not
button
going to do
is?
anything.
No.
Because
Can you
it's
what?
really annoying because it's right next to the notebook. And every
Can
time I
you
go
do
to
what?
open the notebook, the flip button,
You can't flip the table.
oh thank fuck for that because I keep on trying to like click the notebook and nearly clicking flip.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can flip.
Yeah, don't press that button.
All right.
I don't think you would take kindly to that yourself.
Who's next to describing? Well, actually,
Going
it's
around
be
it
Ricky.
that way. Shark.
I'm an elf, well, half elf.
I'd say Ricky first.
yeah,
Hello.
Ricky.
I'm half elf. I'm 6 foot. Pale. Got silver hair. Probably just a fancy word for grey, to be honest. It's about, how the fuck long did I say it? It's not written down anywhere. It's longish. Do with that as you will.
Longish.
It doesn't quite reach your nipples.
Not quite
Eyes
to
that
nipples.
change colour, because that's how you
Het-
say RGB in fantasy.
Okay, I'm gonna say heterochromia, but whatever.
Okay. Fancy.
Let's.
Heterochromic.
I'm going with heterochromia simply so that I don't have to write RGB down in my D&D notebook.
I put multicolour.
No, you put ever changing.
Much more complicated.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, go on.
So
Sorry.
yeah, half elf, 6 foot. Pretty young as half elves go, at like 26. What else? How do I like describe myself? What's like 150? Elves are usually little pansy dexterous bastards, but I don't really have much dexterity, so I can't pull any elf bullshit like Warhammer. I've got dark vision because of it. Because
Everyone does.
elfy
Yeah,
boy.
I don't.
Nice to know that
Not
I'm
me.
Everyone other than halflings.
And me.
nice. I
Hashtag
speak a
humans.
lot of languages, but that's more like stuff
Yeah.
you have to find out about the characters.
Yeah, I think.
Anyway.
I think things you would have to find out would
Yeah,
be.
when
Yeah.
we say things about you, not dark vision or anything like that, it's physically what you look like.
Alright, I was going to say elf,
So-
but it gives it away anyway.
Have you got any
Shark.
idea, Shark?
Right.
Woof.
So I've looked into what Dragonborn are like. So I'm like on the peak of adulthood because that's apparently 15. So I'm 14.
Cusp of adulthood.
Cusp.
is the word I'm looking for.
Were these rules from
Mate.
Japan?
I'm bloody knackered.
Teenage.
I got glowing eyes because I think that's cool.
Because fucking dragon.
What
mate.
colour?
Yeah. Glowing.
How does a dragonborn?
What colour?
colour do they
Glowing.
glow?
Thanks.
How does a dragonborn have less HP than me?
What colour do they
Because-
glow, or will you fill us in with that later?
Because
I've
your
sorted it.
HP is not determined by your race, but your class. And Shark's a sorcerer, so he has 1d6 hit dice.
What is your
Glowing all the so glowing pink eyes.
pink?
Hang on, I will actually change it to pink.
Cool.
Glowing pink eye.
I've lost-
You've got
I have
glowing
lost
pink
it.
eye.
It's here.
You
Yeah,
have glowing pink
No, it's
eye.
here.
It's here. No, yeah, it's that the one.
You have
It's the
glowing
button
pink
that
eye.
appears.
Alright, yeah, go on.
Right. I'm 6 foot. But apparently they get bigger, so I'm getting there.
Alright.
I'm doing a lot of hand gestures. It doesn't really help.
Sorry.
My skin, it ain't really skinny. It's scales. I'm Dragonborn, you know.
What colour?
Skinny, you said.
Kind of like scale colour.
Okay.
Then.
Green.
Two-
Sort of a dark grey.
Dark grey.
Grey.
Okay.
I'm quite a chunky fella.
Chunky.
I'm not all the way there yet. I'm like 110 kilos. So
So
other
not an
I actually
absolute
am.
unit, a chunky.
An absolute unit, but I'm nearly more of a unit, and I have a scale mohawk.
Chunky
Scale mohawk. Alright.
boy. Mohawk.
Alright. So peak
Cool.
adulthood, 14 years old, glowy eyes, pink eye, 6 foot, scales, dark grey, chunky, 110 kilos, and scaly mohawk. Cool. Alright. There we go.
So, still eating fried chicken.
Oh my fucking god.
It's the same piece of fried chicken I've been eating for the last hour.
Mate,
Right.
It's a big
you got a
piece of
problem.
white chicken.
It's not. It's really not. I just haven't had much chance to eat it. Right. So, we rejoin the adventures as everyone huddling a crowd in the play cave.
I'll show you my play cave.
Siler and Blazers are talking about what they overheard the other Morena and Thane talking about, and Bagam is trying to molest
Bagam.
everyone still. However, Bagam has a plan for how to get weapons, and Thane has noticed a way for potentially that could be used to get out as they can see daylight through. So, we rejoin our tale. Has anyone got?
Okay, I would be trying to back away from the group and trying to be.
Okay, so you're going to try and
myself.
just kind of stay away. You're just going to leave the group and walk away.
Yeah, trying to stay to who I
You're
am.
try and use your height for your advantage.
I just want to inform. I just would like to inform everyone that magic is not a good idea in here. It hurts a lot.
That's useful.
A lot.
Right.
Magic.
A lot.
I'd maybe just glance over my shoulders. Magic users.
You may have heard screams earlier.
I did.
It was not good.
So from that wary piece of device and noticing burn marks on her wrist and her ankles by her shackles, they decide it's probably a good idea to stay away from magic for the time being.
Would my my blue lightning laser beam of death
Your
count as
dragon breath.
magic?
Yes.
No, his breath weapon isn't magic because it's his
Is it
breath.
not? Ah, cool. Yeah, no, fair enough.
So you're
It.
perfectly clear to use that. Roland's not done his research.
Shit.
Basic proof.
Alright.
In before burn guards.
Right.
I will
So
say, Roland's not done his research before that was magic. That does, what is it, 2d8? 2d8
I don't
damage?
know.
something
2d8
like that,
lightning
yeah.
damage, I think. So, good luck with managing that, Roland.
I go away.
Yeah, this will be fun. So, Courtney, you seem to be. Well, Bagam seems to be moving towards the bushes. What are you doing, Bagam?
I'm collecting sticks and
So
hiding them in my beard.
You're trying to collect sticks. So I would say take a perception roll to see if you can find any sizable sticks that would work potentially as weapons or anything similar. So you have perception of 1, so roll the d20.
Oh.
Just wobble it around and throw it somewhere.
This doesn't spin as fast as meant to.
Preferably
What's the
not.
point in having a spin wheel like this if it doesn't work?
11.
Mine does.
So roll 11. You find, I'm going to say, 4 or 5 sticks that seem kind of about the width of a human arm, about the length as well.
Me.
What a heck of a stick!
Some big
It's like the main twist.
That's
Yeah,
not a
big-
stick, that's a fucking bludgeon.
Fine.
Sorry.
I will say, but that's one hell of an 11.
However, you also notice that they do seem to be rotten and seem to be falling apart a little bit. So whilst they
Okay.
work, they probably wouldn't last very long.
Have you ever seen Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Oh god.
Fucking hell. No, I'm
Do
just
you know
thinking.
that stick on the river where they've got the sticks
we need the-
break
we need-
constantly?
We need the tablets back.
No.
No, we don't.
God's sake.
I'm just gonna go to Bagum, and I'm just gonna say, yeah. So how are you gonna fit those in your beard, eh? Eh? Yeah. How are you gonna fit those in your beard?
You stick them in your prison pocket.
Wow.
If you don't believe they'll fit, I can send you a video that proves otherwise.
For the wallet.
Yes.
Would it?
My beard's really big and really thick, so I
I
can
think we need
So
to
you're
I
gonna-
could- I can plait the bottom bit off my beard, so you know it gives a bit of a shout for them, and then I can stuck them in.
Okay.
But what if we get searched, or what if you get searched? Because I ain't fucking holding one of those.
Are we still
Believe
in group
me,
to be able to?
no guard wants to.
I've walked off at this point, so I'm not hearing any of this.
Yeah.
No guard wants
God.
to touch that.
No one wants
So
to touch me.
I'm gonna say let's take a sleight of hand check to
Roland cuts out.
spawn it out. For God's sake, what the fuck is wrong with this mic? So yes,
you're
Courtney, take a sleight of hand roll to see if you can fit the 5 sticks in your beard.
D20 plus 2 if you
Yeah,
want.
D20 plus 2. Take a roll and see what happens.
5 logs.
See.
The
Twigs.
The 5
Twigs.
half
Fling it across
trees.
the table.
Yeah, just. Oh
Not
god.
quite
Off
that
the,
much.
across the table,
I
not off.
can't do it.
Nope, it's
16.
16, so 18.
You can
18.
just hover over it and click R to roll it.
Yeah.
The way I do it, I'll be honest, is I highlight it and then mash R a bit, and it does that.
Yeah. So you pick up the logs, quickly bundle them together in your beard, wrap it like a big plate, tie it off at the bottom, and bam, they're invisible. Mostly. You can see a little bit sticking out, but it just kind of looks like he's got some twigs in his beard. Looks like he doesn't really clean well.
Alright, well, I want to walk over to the. Well, is this. I'm assuming this is a table,
say,
and I want to
can I-
see
Yeah,
if.
these are tables. Yeah,
I want to
these are
see if
tables.
there's anything there.
So you can take a search on the tables.
Yes.
So you don't instantly notice anything, but take a roll for perception, see if you find anything.
8. Oh, I don't think I have great perception.
Wisdom.
Where is it? Is it?
It's your wisdom modifier.
Oh, actually, I do. +3. So 11.
So you just rolled an 11. Okay.
No, I rolled an 8.
11
plus 11.
total.
Yeah.
8
That's what
plus
I meant.
11.
So you look around the table you're sitting at. You know, you kind of have a peek underneath. You have a peek under the couple of chairs, and you notice something scratched into the bottom of the table,
Oh.
and it's a cell number,
A cell number.
and it's North Wing Cell 3.
North
Are we
Wing
sure
Cell
it's not Bagum Cockwell's cell number?
3. Yeah, can I get out my
Here for a
mobile and
good
try
time.
it? North
Get out your what?
Wing.
We already know that they
So-
rotate the cells around, don't
sorry.
particularly
Yeah, we
know
don't
who's
have a
where, so that's
cell.
out the window.
Nah, she's got a phone in there.
Do I know which way north is, or which one the North Wing is?
What is colloquially known as the North Wing
Right.
So which
is
one
the wing in between the bushes and the tables, and you take, if you're going from the tables to the, take a right.
Okay. Right.
So it's the one on Shark's side.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
where Shark was.
But none of you
Right.
guys know this. Haha.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, anything else you want to do with this information?
Yeah,
Anything
no,
else you think?
I'll just sit here for a bit.
Okay, so you sit at the table. Does anyone else have any actions they wish to take?
I was gonna say with the cells, do we choose where we go or do we get put there?
You get put there.
Okay.
Well, in law, you get put there. In universe, you pick a cell very often there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because like if we chose ones that are close together to the people that are still like by the bushes.
So, you know, as Morena's looking under the chair, you know, there's the prisoners are just milling about, not really much. But one notices the human just looking under the table and walks over and sits down at the table. What do?
Who?
You. He sits down at the table with you. Yeah, just another prisoner sits down at the table with you. He's
sorry.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
Not one of us.
bald-headed,
Not one of us.
with a patchy beard.
I'm just gonna sit there and be quiet. I'm just gonna
He's
do
just sit
nothing.
there and be quiet.
I'm just gonna sit there and look at my hands and just do nothing.
Hey, human, emo chick.
What?
You're what are you looking under the table for?
Dunno. Just having a look around. Why are you talking to me about looking under the table?
You're just the only one in this place that seems to be taking a.
You could
No one
have-
ever seems to look anywhere. They seem to miss the bigger picture.
Oh, have you got some more pieces of the bigger picture for me?
Yeah, I'll sell them for, a little bit of handiwork around the place. Aye.
What do you mean by handiwork around the place?
A little bit of, handiwork around my place.
I don't know what you mean.
Fucking give me a hand job, mate.
Oh, I have a friend who could do that.
So, are you going to, gesture over to this friend? Or?
I'm just going to describe to I'm going to describe to this other person who's at the table my friend and then my other friends. So I'm going to say this friend who would help you. You might have seen them earlier. They had a rather large penis. I'm sure they would help you. But if that doesn't help you, and if you don't want to give me information for that, then I do have some other friends who would, I'm sure, help me to persuade you through nice means.
You mean Biscuit Tin, the dwarf?
Yeah, I mean Biscuit Tin.
Did you get a look at that thing? It looked like someone strapped a fucking wagon wheel to his crotch.
It was pretty large, wasn't it?
I mean, I've never seen one so wide but so stubby.
I hear he will do anything as long as there's a dick involved.
Alright, cheers, bruv. I'll go talk to him now. Thanks, mate.
Cool.
So
be sure
he,
to tell me later what the information is.
Will do. Thank you for your help. He gets up from the table, walks off, and rolls over to the dwarf, who's just tried to be stuffing logs in their beard. Luckily, nobody's noticed.
Is that a log in your
Hey,
beard or your
Biscuit
beard?
Tin.
Which one?
Your Biscuit Tin.
What do I get in return?
For what? I just said I. The fuck
You want more?
Biscuit Tin, are you on something?
Maybe. I found some shrooms on the back. What's them?
You know, you're one of those people. So many people here, they miss the bigger picture.
What do you mean by that?
You know, there are just these. Everyone's so busy, turning time to their life. They just miss the bigger picture.
And I'm guessing you tell me something about this bigger picture.
I mean, I'm sure I can show you a bit of the bigger picture. You know, give me some handiwork around the place.
When and where?
I mean, bushes look like a good idea.
Down for that?
Alright, so, the dwarf and this strange, bald, scrawny gentleman walk into the bushes, have a bit of a romp, a bit of a good time, and a couple of the people sitting around noticed some bushes start to shake, but
I'm gonna back
poor
off.
Siler, who was sitting in the
Oh god.
bushes next to them, just sees everything.
Oh jeez.
Just sees a dwarf standing,
It's a recent
holding
Roll a
his
stealth
hands
check.
above his
Roll a
legs.
stealth check. Roll a stealth check.
I'm not trying to hide.
No, they're too preoccupied. The dwarf's just got both his hands above his head, just about reaching the man's crotch, just going to town on his sword. Just going to town on it.
Again, he's
The
got a
man,
tool.
Got
I put
plenty
a
of-
basic compass by the DM screen.
So the man finishes, and they leave the bushes, wander back to where they were, and strike up conversation. Oh, Biscuit Tin, you sure know how to work those grubby little mitts. That was great. Just a side note, not gay. Just, my wife's outside of prison. Things get a bit lonely.
No,
Oh,
no,
man, mate. We all get them desperate times. We always need a little helping hand.
So, about that bigger picture, if you come back to me, cell, managed to smuggle in some small little portraits of the couple. Big picture. It's,
Cut out.
You cut out.
for
Yeah,
God's
small
sake.
little
portraits
pictures
of-
of the...
Mona Lisa.
So we got
Mona
some,
Lisa.
managed to smuggle in some portraits of the Lisa. They look fairly genuine, She's tick,
Out again.
smiling
We're
nicely.
in our universe here and on Earth,
Take it.
and sometime after the 1800s.
It's fine, it's fine. Carry on.
Right, see the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, she does.
Mona
No, she
Lisa.
doesn't.
Yes, she does. Moaning Lisa has all. Moaning Lisa, of course she does.
No,
Can anyone actually hear what he's saying?
Occasionally.
Okay.
It's
I
fine.
Fucking murder me. Why is
It's
my
fine.
mic being
Are
shit?
you turning away from your mic?
No.
No.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Right.
no. Moaning Lisa. Moaning Lisa's got these great eyebrows and brilliant tits.
she's got no eyebrows.
But come with me. Come to me, Sal.
Okay.
Well, now we'll look. So he guides you off towards one of the big locked doors and ushers a guard over and just kind of mutters to him. The guard opens the door and allows him down into the sunset.
Would I be able to see the whole length of this place, by the way? Like, would I
What
be
do
able
I
to see them going?
Considering if I saw them.
It
in the
would
bushes?
be noticeable, yes.
Alright, so I see...
You all have an angle.
I
You can
noticed them leave.
see the door be. Do any of you want to try and do anything about this?
I'm gonna
Could I
walk
use
back to
stealth
the
to
others.
try and follow him?
So you want to try and use stealth to follow?
I want to
Yeah.
try and use charisma to woo the guard. Well,
You go first. That'd make
I
more
want
sense.
to talk my way through there to the guard.
Right. Let me
So you want to try and
roll this.
persuade the guard. So the guard is
Yes.
just about to start closing the door when Blazish walks up and strikes up conversation with him.
14 for me.
Is that your stealth check?
14 stealth.
Cool. So you're trying to persuade that shark.
Yes.
Roll us a persuasion check.
That was not the greatest.
A what?
Okay, roll a d20.
Roll the dice.
Roll a d20.
If we say roll an X check, you roll a d20 and add what the skill
Modifier
X
we
is.
say is. So this is persuasion. If you look on your character sheet,
Charisma,
you'll see under
if you fairly
skills
like
there'll
to
be
use
one
as a
that's
sorcerer.
persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
What
three.
is that? What's that modifier?
The persuasion is 3.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
So
you
you
take
roll
your
a
roll
d20 and add
add
3.
to it.
22.
22. So you
Damn.
talk to the guard. Well, persuade him.
Can I get through here, please? I think I've left my scale oil.
So the guard taking a look up and down at you and goes, "Mate, you could really fucking use that scale oil, dirty filth. Fuck it, go on through. A couple already been through, head on." So
Can I get
you
through both doors?
yeah.
Good.
He opens both doors and lets you in. You, as you walk in, you look to your right and see Bagham walking down the corridor. You want to follow him, or do you want to have an explore anywhere
I'll
else?
follow, but a reasonable distance.
You want to follow at a reasonable distance, right? So, before we do that, what did you roll on your stealth check?
14.
So you try and, as the door opens, you try and
Oh dear. Try.
slip past, but it's quite an enclosed space. It's pretty obvious you're there. You're sure.
Yeah.
You almost get through, but he holds his arm out and goes, "No, mate, no, not you. Not enough through.
Dude.
Any more, I'm gonna get kicked out. Fuck off."
Yeah.
So you don't get through.
Wander away and have a take a seat.
So
It's just-
seat. Stuff. So you're trying to follow them So, do you want to try and let them know you're there, or do you not?
I don't want to let them know at the moment.
Right. So, take a stealth check.
I don't know what my stealth is. Hang on.
It's fine. None of us know what I think.
Stealth. 2.
Dex.
So, take a roll of the d20.
This one is black.
It's metal. Just it doesn't matter.
Just roll it.
3.
So, 5.
5.
So, walking down the corridor.
Generally,
Courtney-
stealth is against passive perception as well.
Yeah, I know. So, Courtney
Just so everybody else's knowledge.
hears some scratching of claws, looks behind him, and sees Blazish. What do you do?
Mate, what are you doing?
Well, I heard you were coming to see someone's cell. And, just wanted to see what was going on.
Unless you want to join in, mate, you gotta go.
No, mate, I just want to watch.
You sit in the corner and stare. I'm fine with that.
Fine by
Just
me.
be quiet. Just be quiet.
So, the three of you... three of you walk to a cell, and Blazish just kind of stands in the corner, just behind the shit bucket, just being as quiet as possible, looking on. And the strange man just starts talking. So then, Biscuit Tin. Guess we haven't been formally introduced. You've slobbed me knob after all, you know. Treat you as a friend, because don't know what else the fuck to call you at this point. My name's Jeremy. How you do? He reaches his hand out, and they shake hands cordially. You know,
I take it.
I'm the I'm like what they like to call the smuggler around. You need anything in from the big outside world, or as I like to call it, the bigger picture. I can, for some work, I can get you things smuggled. Anything in particular you're after? He lifts up his mattress, and underneath you see potions, you see clothes, you see cigars, you see shrooms, you see a mixture of anything illicit and unallowed in.
Need a sharp blade. Something that can shape some tools.
Oh, you're looking for a shank me. Best I've got here is probably my dragon scale razor. You know, I used it a bit myself, you know, so I was trim down there, but I'm sure it'll be fine for. Isn't it for?
That'd be good.
You know what, Biscuit Tin? I'll let you have this one on service. I like you. He hands you a dragon scale razor, which we now, I'm assuming, someone is currently adding to their inventory. Nope. Oh, I will just quickly add that to your equipment.
None of us have it.
Yeah, why would we?
Why would we add it to our inventory?
No, I thought you were typing it for her.
If you want that to happen, say so, and we can do.
So, you've added one dragon scale razor.
That was an awful lot of typing for that 2 words.
I
I
type
type
that a
it.
lot.
Type into a guy who tried to call me.
Then I also add the lump.
He wants to play
Ah,
Siege,
yeah, no,
but
that's-
every time he
that's
wants to
at
play
the,
Siege, I'm busy.
Fun.
It
Five
seems like I'm ignoring him.
flimsy logs. Well, no, rotten logs. So, you leave with a smile, give him another handshake, and you and Blazish head back into the main concourse of the cave.
Pardon me.
Do you wish to share the information? Or are you going to be keeping that to you?
I don't know who you're talking to, because all he said was...
Both of you.
Do you want
Two
to
of
share
you.
the information?
Both of you know that.
I'm
the
gonna keep it to myself.
dragon
No.
has got
I'll
a
share it with the other person that was there, just to make sure they know.
What other person that was there?
Bag 'em.
Okay, so
You're going to...
Blazish turns around to you.
high charisma, low intelligence, right there.
Jesus Christ. So, Shark, so what are you going to say to
Fuck me!
Bagum?
Bag 'em. That's a nice dragon scale blade you got there. Don't tell anyone.
Right. Not gonna tell anyone.
Okay,
I
thank
don't
God
know
he's...
who I can trust around here. Everyone seems to not want to be near me. I don't know why.
I'm not
Fuck,
sure
you
either.
actually salvaged it.
Is her catchphrase gonna be bag 'em and tag 'em when she knocks on me?
Jesus. It's gonna be bag.
All we heard was it's going to be back.
Yeah,
I'd say it's gonna be bag 'em and shag 'em.
nice.
Alright,
All you're gonna hear is the bushes shake.
She's actually got
So,
6 rotten logs.
can I turn to Sylar and talk to him?
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna... Oh, do I see those two just come out of the...
You see them come out of the cell block, yes, but you haven't heard anything.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Sylar and I'm gonna say, yo, so I see... look at this language. I see that your friend and my acquaintance have just come out of that door. I don't think I could approach them and say anything. Would you be able to go and talk to the scaly person? He seemed to quite like you earlier, and see what happened, where they came from.
Sure. I was fuck it. No, sorry. My fucking face is numb. No,
so-
I've been eating toxic waste. Sorry.
Fair.
I was
So
gonna
you
go over and chat.
stroll on over and talk to them. Who are you going to interact with? Or are you just going to kind of talk to both of them?
I guess both of them. But
Cool.
Even,
So-
I guess I've got better rapport with Scaly.
What are you gonna? How are you gonna open up the conversation? Have a chat?
It's
I'd
like,
be a bit taller.
Yeah, you
I'm
can.
apparently
Leave
the
it
same
to
height
me.
as Ricky. 6 foot, currently.
Same. Is that about right?
Anyway, yeah.
Oh fuck. Rip. Oh fuck.
His tail gets in the way.
Jesus Christ.
No, rotate. There we go.
Give him here.
His
Right.
Oh. Right. Got a nice little triangle here. Oh, are we done?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think we're done.
We're waiting for you guys to
Just-
speak.
just
Yeah, we're
all
literally
that.
waiting for you to speak.
Okay, it's just constant adjustments. So, what were you guys doing in the cells, eh?
No,
I don't want to talk about it.
That bad? Is it still
No
like
comment.
still the biscuits in, eh?
No comment.
Well,
You said
there's less biscuits. But there's
Okay.
definitely something.
Is it now one of those tins you used to store your sewing goods in? Oh wait, no, it's are there sewing goods in this?
Yeah, there would be.
I guess there's sewing, but
Are there biscuits? Just there's more likely to be sewing than biscuits.
I mean, we've been mentioning biscuits in the entire oh fuck it, but okay, I'll leave you to have your fun, I guess.
So you're not going to try and persuade him or anything?
Well, what would I have to suspect them? I know one of them's a sexual deviant, and they both went into the cells. Would I
That is-
roll for something?
And then
to,
we came out
Perfectly
together.
fair.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
fair.
entirely fair.
I mean, my character's
how-
not going to think anything different. I've already been offered to cock gobbled once.
How long has passed since breakfast, and would I know if more food is likely to come today?
You know the routine is normally you have your work while you're quote unquote playtime for a couple hours, then they stick you in for another meal.
Shouldn't he be hungry?
Right.
Yeah, but you do notice that you're starting to get a little hungry because you didn't.
Yeah,
Got
okay.
your fertility.
Have I got enough time to check around that pile of boulders I found to see if there's any like small loose stones?
Yeah, you could go and have a look. That's how that'll work. So take a perception check. So you're looking for like little loose stones and that sort of thing.
Yeah, almost
Okay.
14. Stuff
14,
that's
yeah.
used as like ammunition or
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit
you
sound.
thrown.
you look around and notice that where you climbed up earlier, a couple of little rocks had kind of just fallen down and cracked a bit. They're not small, but they look like with a bit of force you could probably break them into something smaller.
Alright, sure, I'll grab them.
So you pick up 2 cracked rocks.
Can I ask? Or can I turn to Finrick and say, "What you find?"
Go ahead.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Not much.
Not
Hoping to
much.
find some more, but, you know, a couple decent sized stones.
What were you looking for, ideally?
Something to throw at the kids.
Something to
Always
throw at
good
the
to
gits.
avoid defending yourself.
I hope the gits are not me.
Undecided as of yet, my friend.
Okay. I'm gonna just back off
Put it
really
back away slowly.
slowly.
Put it this way, I'm here for a reason.
Hey.
Oh dear.
So, Finrick continues to mumble to himself in the corner. And another of the prisoners takes notice of this. And from over by the table shouts, "Oi! Thane!"
Thane?
Oh, here we go.
What's the Thane from? I say to him.
I do not want to tell this story right now.
Fine, you better tell me at some point.
So, what are you going to do?
Try to not have the conversation as much as I possibly can.
So you try and kind of just stay quiet and
Yeah,
look away. Pretend you don't realise.
yeah, head down.
The shouting man gets up from the table and you notice 3 or 4 other people get up as well. And they start walking towards you. Looking quite aggressive.
Wonderful.
Oi! Thane! I'm talking to you.
What the hell do you want now?
Well, you decided to attack my friends. You were part of the bastards that stole my fucking shipping enterprise from.
I wouldn't go that far. Come on now.
Mate, you stole into our warehouse. You literally stole our boats.
I very rarely head into
Are they
town.
shouting this quite loudly? Can I eavesdrop?
Yes.
You
This
would
is the
hear
sort
me.
of thing that everyone does notice. And they notice these 3 start to move towards Finrick.
It's 3 then, yeah?
Yep, 3. Beginning to surround him.
I will attempt to head sort of toward the bushes.
I'm ahead of.
Okay, so Cordy's just says Bagham's heading over.
I'm
Let's see
gonna
what's up.
I'm gonna come between 2 bushes here.
You
I'm
guys
gonna
know
head over to the bushes at
full
the north
well
side.
that I was very rarely in the city. You know this as well as I do. How the hell would I have enough time? With my notoriety, shall we put it.
What you forget, dickhead, is you used to be active over in the... Oh, fuck, what's it called? I forgot the name of one of it.
It's fine, things happen.
The grasslands?
That's the one. You used to be active over in the grasslands. We had a beautiful shipping yard just on that coastline. Going out, fetching the beautiful fish, and you came in and stole them all. And then when tax day come, we couldn't afford it. That's why we got banged up in here, you cock.
Back there, wonderful. Okay.
Walk
It was past
over.
that.
Shout. Wait.
Jeez.
Oh, so Bagham walks over behind them and shouts.
Oi! Literally.
Wow.
Beautiful. The
Just an out of
I'm trying to get
character.
their attention.
Yo,
Their race?
humans.
Are they all human?
Oh, also, do we know it?
I have a human
the
stand-in for
grasslands.
you. Here's a human.
Yeah, you may have bumped him once.
Slightly big.
It's Sledge!
Fucking sledge.
Right.
Anyway,
Aw, why'd you do it?
so the thugs turn around and go, "Oi, Biscuit Tin, the fuck you on about?
You got a problem with it?
We're having a friendly conversation here, don't you notice? We're ashing out business details."
Well,
No,
I think
it's-
your business should fuck off somewhere.
It's all
Roll
under
persuasion.
control right now.
So,
Nothing's gone too south yet. So far, this is what I'm not used to.
so you hear, so Bagum hears Thane slightly nervously mention that he has
Everything under the control.
Not got these scars on me for nothing, chaps.
If you think you've got it under control, go ahead. But if you need me, shout.
Well, I certainly won't be against the aid if you're willing.
Should be a good time for me to get an email.
So, it looks like the 3 prisoners are kind of stuck in the middle between Bagum and Thane. Does anyone else wish to join in and see what's going on with all this commotion?
No, I'm just.
I'm gonna watch from the sides.
I didn't get to even talk to either of them. I've been solicited by one. I don't think I've even really spoken to Thane.
Okay, so the rest of you just kind of.
Could I try
No.
and intimidate and try and push them back?
You want to try and intimidate? Ooh, that'll be an interesting one. Sorry, I'm just quickly scrolling through here. There's not.
Are there guards about?
The guards don't really pay attention. They see
I just
fights
wanted
going
to
on.
have a look
Yeah,
at
there are
them.
guards, but they just leave you to it. So you're going to try and intimidate them. What's your intimidation?
I'd have my sleeves rolled up. I've been.
Oh,
Because I've been
the
adventurous.
two warmer is ready for a fight.
No, I would have had it like that for a while. Because of the clambering up onto the rocks to try and
Because of the
find
gun
that the light and seeing what.
So
was going
you
on there.
threatening to give them tickets to the gun?
Well, yeah, and I've got some fairly nasty scars on my arms, clearly from previous engagements I've had.
So how are you going to? What are you going to say to try and
You-
intimidate them?
Yes, I may have knackered your business, but I won. There's a
Shit.
reason you guys weren't able to defend yourself, isn't there now?
So take an intimidation roll.
Yeah, 6.
You rolled a 6. Hang on, and they roll. Is that a 6 plus your mortal 6 total?
6 total.
Fuck me.
So
Tied.
Now join in.
they.
You can assist if you wanted to.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
So
that
you
give
want
me
to come from
advantage.
behind and intimidate them as well? Okay.
Yeah.
That give me advantage.
Does your dick count as intimidation?
Yeah. Roll a second dice. You'll have advantage in this situation, being backed up by Courtney.
Cocked. I'll do it up there.
You mean Bagum?
60, so 17 total. On
17.
advantage.
So they see you and they look between you and
Oh, did I put those Jaffa cakes?
Bagum and go, you know, Thane, this ain't over yet. And they
It was over a long
Quickly.
time ago, my friends. You know that as well as I do.
and they slightly nervously scurry away back to their table, muttering under their breath.
Not the first time, not the last time.
Is there a guard I can inspect?
So you want to have a look at one of the guards?
Yeah.
Anything in
While
particular?
all this is going on.
I've
Yeah,
been trying
just
to,
checking out the guards.
edge this in somewhere, and it's just like this seems like a maybe good aim.
Okay, just look over at Bag. Like,
That's
not
initially why I was over here.
back to that.
But yeah.
Fuck me. Just out of character, how is the sex crazed maniac better at the whole making friends thing than any of us?
I
Which
wonder.
is-
Now you put it
it's
like
an
To
that.
unusual
people.
conversation.
Yeah.
You
I'm
wanna bow?
confident enough.
No. Wanna be friends? I guess.
Is
You're
that where
open.
I'm going wrong?
It's how it works, Doc.
It's how you make friends. Just tell them you love them. I just want to be friends.
So you're gonna inspect one of the guards. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I want to know how tough their armor is.
Okay, so roll a perception check.
What's my perception? 14.
Okay. So you look at the guards, and they seem, fairly well built. They seem to be wearing a bit of chainmail, but other than that, they look well built, wearing some chainmail. You don't really notice much anything special about them.
Aight.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I would like to go talk to the fellas that just tried to intimidate Jamie.
You want to talk to the people that intimidated.
Good
Bold
luck.
move, Cotton.
I want to persuade them to tell me the whole shenanigans that went down.
So,
rolling for
begin persuading. Right,
persuasion.
talk first. Talk first.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oi! Dickheads.
Ah, yes. Really starting off on the good foot there.
The fuck do you call us, Scaly?
Mate, I've just... Your heads look like they've got dicks on them. Like, it's just the way of life, mate. I've got scaled mohawk. It's terrible.
They don't take very kindly to you asserting that they have penises for heads, and start pushing towards you. And they start saying, "The fuck are you saying about us? We may look like we have dicks on our head, but you look like your mum shagged a fucking lizard."
She did. Captain Obvious over here. God.
You're going the right way for a fucking smack on the arse.
Nah. Mate,
Uh,
it ain't that clean. I haven't oiled it recently.
The
I've got the oil.
3 men begin to surround you. One of them
Um,
stepping up onto the table.
yeah, I'd
It is
move towards.
very clear they are about to try and beat you.
Hang on. Give me a second.
I'll just move up, not a huge amount, but just
So
I'm-
you're wandering towards. Courtney, you do anything?
I'm gonna walk towards.
How close? Are you gonna stay at a distance, or are you gonna walk up to them and you're gonna say anything, or just kind of stand there?
I'm gonna stand there. Look
Yeah.
more into I'm
Stand there, look.
I'm gonna look tough.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them the eye.
Anyone else?
Which kind?
Marina.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The intimidating one, not
The left one.
We're gonna
the
just-
last one.
I'm gonna come to
Sexy
just
eye.
here. I assumed there was kind of a guard around here because
Right.
there was earlier, but I'm
Right.
just
Yeah.
gonna stand close-ish to that door.
I,
Right. Anyone else doing anything?
I want to get close to this door. It's just kind of like
We have all of the exits.
the exit. Yeah.
Out of character question,
Yep.
just so I know what the range on my die would be.
I would say 20 foot,
20. Alright.
and each square's 5 foot.
Yeah, I know. I'll be...
Fuck me, it's long.
Right.
Fucking baseball
I
pitch with it.
want to chat to the fella on the table. I'm going to persuade him that actually the high ground isn't the way to go, and he needs to swap places with me because that's the superior place to stand. So,
Jesus.
mate,
Right. What?
mate, you know the high ground on that table. It's quite an old table. It looks like it might be a bit wobbly. I can tell that because it looks sketchy. I think you should stump down here if you're going to attack me at least, and I'll stand up there. Just make it nice and easy for you.
Okay, roll for perception. Not
Perception.
perception, persuasion.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, my
Perception
brain
to see how
melted
rusty
out
the
my
table
ears.
is.
If you find it's rusty, you get a bonus to deception.
It was 16 and 19.
19. You, he's not the smartest of guys. You, managed to convince him. He goes, for a scaly cunt, you're a bit of an honourable gentleman. I'll swap places with you, make it easy on us. Thank you. That's somewhat nice of you. I mean, we're still going to kick you.
Is it bad if slugs sound like Owen?
They do
No.
a bit, don't they?
That's fine.
Fucking
So you've now swapped places with the 3 grunts.
I mean, if
No
it
they're
one thinks
still-
it's over Anakin.
Kind of flexing, they're getting ready. Some of them are, kind of punching their hand a bit,
Right.
cracking their knuckles, looking ready for a fight.
Right. And now I'm
Roland,
looking
can
at
you
this
put these
table.
guys actually on. You've got one of the dots over a line.
Doesn't hugely matter.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll get it. I've got it.
yeah.
On the
Just
table, but I'm in that one.
make sure that at least at this point you're not on a line, but within a square
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Just makes it easier. So,
Right. Now that I'm on the table,
Mhm.
I can perceive that the table is actually the high ground. And I'm
don't think you need to
Gonna-
roll a perception check for that one.
Your passive
I've gotta,
perception one would tell you that.
point out to them that I'm now in the superior position. Lads, dickheads,
I know exactly what was going to happen.
What?
you know, this table's actually quite sturdy. I've got the high ground. You're at a disadvantage here, guys.
Damn it.
What do you make of that?
And with that, they charge at you, fists drawn, and
Yeah.
go in for a strike.
Fist drawn.
Yeah, fists
Is that-
drawn. They're not
in-
real, they're sketched.
Is that initiative for everyone?
Yep, everyone roll for initiative.
Everyone roll for initiative. Is that a d20?
Need it.
Yep, D20 and add your initiative modifier. Roland gets his notebook out.
Where's my initiative modifier?
Do I get to re-roll that?
No rerolls.
Where's
No, I
initiative?
might.
It's
Uh,
middle
top middle.
thing.
Roland, I may actually.
Okay, reroll if you need
Ah.
to.
I'm
Ah.
just double checking. I don't know what it counts for.
Was this someone's dice or is this my dice?
I believe that's
doesn't
yours.
really matter.
I don't see the initiative.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah. Ah,
I don't
okay.
get to re-roll that.
19.
Fuck.
Natural 19 or an unnatural 19?
With initiative of 2,
Unnatural.
unnatural.
Cool, 19. Anyone else?
I'm last. 5.
No, I'm last. I got a 4.
I
I rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a 4, but I've got a 5.
I rolled a nat 1,
Oof.
so I've got 4
You
through my
stunned
initiative. No.
And
can't
you had
re-roll
5, you said, right?
I have 5.
them, So I'm very much last. Has Courtney rolled?
Yes, Courtney rolled an 11.
Alright.
I just need to check if these guys have a fucking initiative.
If it's not listed,
Save
it's
the
0
beach.
mod.
Cool.
It's based on, it's your dex mod anyway. Most of the time, I believe. So just use that if you don't know. Let me...
Give me a second.
Can I point out I don't know what I'm doing. I just decided to spice things up a bit.
Yeah. No, it's
No,
fine.
that's fair.
You
It gives you a taste of.
in
Let's
in
go
a,
back.
in a sec. Well, in a second, whoever it is first in the, or whoever has the highest initiative is the first to attack, and they can choose what they want to do, and it'll play out how it usually does, and then the next highest takes their attack, and so on. It doesn't necessarily have to be an attack, like you can walk away or whatever, but you have a maximum walking distance of, well, it says on your sheet. It
Asterisk.
says
Between
speed.
us, because we both got 5.
If you roll the same, it's whoever has the highest dex mod.
Oh, well, probably not
I
me.
rolled a 19.
If that's the same, roll
You're
up.
likely the first shark. So when the time
An
comes, you're
unnatural
likely.
19.
Yeah,
when,
you are.
when...
So, what's your
Unless-
guys' dex mod?
1.
Shit.
Wendy?
Hang on. Dexterity. 0.
So, Ricky goes
So
first,
this is first.
compared to you two.
But sharks first in general.
Hang on.
I will say, for your movement,
It's alright, shark. You'll be fine in a sec.
you divide your movement by 5. That's how many squares you can go. As your action, like instead of attacking, you can take a dash action, which doubles your movement.
Where,
Yeah,
where's
but
the
you can
movement?
always move that amount.
Movement
It's
is
your
speed.
speed.
It's called
It's
speed.
just next to initiative. It's here.
Ah,
It's
30.
above your
So
current hit
30.
points.
So you can go 30 feet, i.e. 6 squares.
I should quickly double check a couple things. Setting this up takes a bit of time.
Movement's not
Wasn't
diagonal, is it?
Fuck.
Diagonal. First one is 5. Second one is 10. And then 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10.
So it's like
So, Sharks, what's your current health?
then 15, then 20, then 30, diagonally.
Health.
Which one does? It's the
Like
current
7.
hit points. 7.
7.
He has higher than me.
Ricky, what's your health again?
8, I think? Yeah, 8.
Wendy?
6.
So that's your current health. Jammy?
11.
And Courtney is 8.
Courtney's 8. Cool.
How do I have the most health?
Because I
'Cause
got
you're
hit
dank
with something.
OG.
I can't remember.
Wait, how the fuck's up? Hang on. I forgot Courtney.
8. Courtney 8.
No, as in I forgot her in my order list.
Oh, right. Good job. In future, do you want me to roll things for Courtney?
That would be great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will do.
Just get some real dice. And don't spoof the numbers.
I can check she doesn't spoof the
Yeah,
numbers.
the DM is kind of in my bed.
What if it's collusion?
I wish.
Colluding with the DM.
I could roll my own ones if you really wanted.
You need charisma like mine to collude with the DM.
You actually
I already got the
fucking...
charisma.
You actually fucking made the dude give you the high ground. I cannot
Yeah.
believe it.
That's pretty impressive.
To be fair, do you want to know what he rolled for
What
his
did-
charisma save?
what?
2.
Oh, God.
Nice.
He rolled it. You could have just said anything and he'd have done it at that point.
Ah, here's the bard. I've been looking for him. Sorry, I've been
Go
looking at the
then.
statues. Although
Shark.
This doesn't look like a hell.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Combat.
Okay.
Do you know what
I'm
you're
going
doing?
to get the combat page.
So,
I have
Jammy,
no idea what I'm doing.
explain the
Okay.
combat, because you can explain things better than me.
Hang on, let me just find it. So
These
I,
are not bards.
Alright,
Not lying.
the basic idea of it is, you
You move and then
decide...
take an action.
order of
Well,
combat. Right.
you don't have
so
to
in
move
your
if you don't.
turn, you have 3 things you can do. You have your movement, which is on your character sheet. You've got your action, which is attacking. You're casting a spell, something like that, and you have your bonus action, which I don't think
None of
any
you
us-
have. None of
I-
you have bonus actions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do 2 things.
I heard none of that.
Right.
Yeah, no,
So-
basically, Courtney, sorry, Courtney didn't hear that. You have,
Yeah.
you can turn yours up if you haven't already.
No, it's fully up. It was
Ah.
breaking up.
Right, so basically you have 3 actions, or 3 things you can do. You have movement, you have your action, and then you have a bonus action. Bonus action, none of you have, so ignore that, so you have 2 things. Move, and then you have your action. Each turn, you can move the equivalent to your speed divided by 5, isn't it?
5.
Divided by
Each,
3.
each
Yeah, divided by
square,
5.
each square is
5
5 feet.
So, Courtney, you can move 5 squares. Jammy can move 5 squares. Wendy can move 6.
Majority, your
Shark
life
can
will
move
5 or
6.
It'll
Yeah.
be 5 or 6 on your turn. Unless you move diagonally, but we'll get to that when it comes up.
Diagonally.
So do you kind of get
So-
what you need to do now, Shark?
Kind of.
Yeah, so I'd pick a person you
And
want
melee
to attack
attacks
if you
can
want
only
to
attack in a 5 range, so any square surrounding
Yeah,
you include
melee,
that.
unless specified, is 5-foot range, i.e., you're stood next to them.
Yeah, so that includes diagonals.
Right. I have the high ground. I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to swipe at the fella next to me. Because
So you're going to punch the fella next to you.
punch, but I have claws. So.
Yeah.
whatever.
Damage.
I'm punching him.
Cool. So the way
should-
when you take an attack works is you roll you roll a dice to see if you hit, and
Roll
then
a
a
hit
dice
dice.
to see how much damage you do. Dice to see you hit is a d20 plus your strength because it's melee.
For melee, you roll a d20 plus strength. For ranged attacks, d20 plus dex.
Yeah, to see whether or not you hit him. So if you roll that, and we'll
Would it be advantage because he's on the table?
That's what I was
yes,
thinking.
it'll be advantage. So,
So
roll 2 dice.
Get
Two
2
d20s.
d20, Shark. Just grab some of them on the table. There you
I
go.
now have 3.
You can just click and drag onto.
Got rid of that one for you.
So advantage, so you take the highest one.
19.
Nice.
Good at
Right,
rolling then.
so you hit them.
For sure.
19 plus 0, so yeah, definitely. It's just
Yeah,
a
you
straight
hit
19.
him.
And a hit now.
Yep, so that's
So
if
you
you
roll
look
you roll 1d4 now for your punch.
d4 plus your strength modifier, which is 0.
0.
So 1d4.
Yeah.
I'd recommend jamming R on that one because it really does not roll in tabletop. 1.
I just need to quickly note something down.
Do you want to make these guys different colours, Roland?
Nope, done.
Do you want to give
One
them
damage.
actual, like, statues? I've got them here.
Oh yeah,
No,
one,
no,
two,
no,
three.
no.
That works.
No, just let them 1, 2, 3. Cool. You take a swipe. You give him you hit him. It doesn't, it's not the most violent punch, but it certainly, it knocks him back a bit. He stumbles slightly. Stop it!
Oh no, I was just having a look at the characters. I'm not doing.
Please don't.
Don't play with things because it
I'm putting them
lags out the
back.
campaign.
All right. Who's next in initiative?
So the next thing is Courtney.
Courtney, did you say?
Yep.
Okay.
So Courtney's currently standing behind them. So do you want to?
I wanna. Fine.
Which one do you want to attack? You've got 3 options.
The one straight in front.
One straight in front of you. So you move behind him, and then you're gonna.
I wanna.
16.
I wanna.
16. So you roll a 16.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all good. So you hit. So roll d4 plus your strength to
I've got
hit for damage.
I've got that.
Cool.
1.
1 plus 1, so 2.
More than
So
I did.
you punch him in the back, and he stumbles a little bit, but not much. You certainly gave him a decent thwack. However, that prisoner then turns around, and you just punched him in the back. He's not happy about that. So, he rolls.
Do you want me to?
No, I've got these rolls. And is unable. He takes a swing and he just kind of misses completely. You dodge back a little and he just swipes short.
Good shit, good shit.
And next, the number 2, the prisoner in the middle, turns back round, shouts some obscenities at Blazage on the table, and also takes a swipe.
Is he at a disadvantage?
It would. Well, I would think
It
so.
would be, yes.
Yeah.
He's always going to go for the high ground now.
That's a canon
not-
thing. It's a canon
He's literally
thing.
going to be, is this
Yeah.
high ground?
And he too misses in hitting his knuckles off the table.
Me.
Disadvantage is wonderful. Unless you have it, in which case it's terrible.
I'm
The,
actually writing in Shark's page on my notebook, always wants the high ground.
So the third prisoner runs to the side and jumps up on the table next to Blazish. He too takes a swipe.
No longer with disadvantage because he's next.
No longer with disadvantage. Yeah. And he completely misses.
Fucking hell!
Jesus Christ. So,
How
next...
bad are you rolling? Just, in all honesty, out of character, what the hell did you roll then to get 3 misses in a row?
I rolled 2 dice on the last one, had a 16 and a 5. Yes.
Nice.
The last one was a 2. So just completely missed. And this one was 11, so just under the his AC.
Christ.
I'm
Yeah.
very glad he missed.
Yeah.
Because you have a, remember,
If you get
Shark, you have
hit,
a
you're just getting one shot.
ridiculously
High
high.
ground OP.
Yeah, you have a ridiculously high armor class.
He phoned up. He phoned me. He hasn't bought the house.
I think we can carry on.
Okay.
Just
Yep.
Shark grabs it.
So next is Ricky. Are you going to make a move? You can move 6 squares in
I
any
will
direction.
say, I would just
Are
say
the
this now.
guards still at this door?
What?
It's
Are the
made in
guards still at
industrial
this door?
farm.
Yes.
You know,
Damn. Can I egg them on to go beat up the things?
They are just laughing and not letting it.
Right, just for everybody's awareness,
Yeah.
you can grapple or like shove people as your action.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that to a guard
We'll
at the
tell
moment,
Shark that when he comes back.
so I don't think anyone's going to start a riot.
We'll discuss the holiday later.
That was my plan earlier.
In the middle of Sunday.
It was
Oh,
like a
God.
riot, but
That'd be different.
doesn't look like that's going to happen at the moment.
You could
Uh,
try.
so-
Yeah, my dad break wind.
I thought that was you.
No,
Right, as I said,
Yeah.
if you didn't hear it,
I
you
didn't hear
can,
it.
as your turn, instead of attacking, you can grapple or shove. So you could roll to shove the guy off the table.
I was gonna say, can I push him off the table?
Yes, you
Yeah,
exactly
but
can.
you've got to wait
Bit late
until
now.
your initiative.
Well, yeah.
And Jamie, do you want to explain what grappling?
grab. You
Well, it's
grab.
compelling.
When
you
it-
put
when
them
it
in a
happen-
headlock.
When it happens, we'll know.
Essentially, instead of using your turn, you grab hold of them and try and like restrain them, get them in a headlock, something like that.
And that does what to the character?
I feel like Roland doesn't know either.
I know what you're talking about.
Wouldn't surprise me. I will explain if that happens.
Yeah.
Cool. And shoving is.
Usually grapple them next turn.
Literally just
Next
pushing
turn.
them like he said.
Yeah.
Right, who's next in initiative?
Yeah, I just moved up because I guess
So-
I'm a sex offender.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I mean, you can sprint and move
can-
again,
you can do
taking
a
up your
dash.
action.
yeah.
Well, I can't exactly use a cantrip, but I don't want to get in like zone of control, is it?
No, that doesn't exist in D&D.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. So how far
Can
can
I-
I move if I use it as an action?
Another
if you
6.
Dash, it
Another
doubles
6.
the
Can I
amount.
query something?
1, 2. Oh yeah.
When we did the initiative, did that include the fellows that were attacking us in
Yes.
the middle?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
That's
Yeah,
why
So
roll
if
they
they rolled higher, they'd go first, but
Yes.
Yeah.
because it was me and Courtney rolled higher, they came
Yes.
Yeah.
after
They
us
all rolled-
before everyone else.
Yeah, they all rolled pretty well, but you rolled better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move up.
It would be hard to roll worse.
Alright, so you
Jock.
can smack them now if you want to.
But
Or
I
you
thought
can-
I would only
Not
be
at
able
the
to move
moment.
because that was like an extra.
No, yeah,
you
you're
can't move. You can't smack them this turn, but you can do next turn.
I'm being
Yeah.
fake.
So,
Alright, so Shirley.
Wendy, what do you want to do?
I would like to, run up closer. 1, 2, 3, 4,
So these
5,
guys weren't very
6.
friendly.
And I would like to attempt to intimidate them, to make them run off. Or actually, no, I'd like to intimidate one because I reckon I probably can't do all 3. Right?
So, who do you want to intimidate?
One.
You want to intimidate one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how are you going to go about that? You're going to explain what you're doing.
Hey, there's like 4 of us here. I think it would probably be a good idea if you were to leave. You've all missed. You all magically. It was actually incredible how you missed.
It's hard missed. I guess
You should probably give up now whilst you still have more than half of your teeth in your face.
Okay, roll an intimidation check.
I think that was an alright intimidation.
It wasn't terrible.
If it was amazing, you'd get an advantage.
Bitch,
Yeah, it was
18.
Pretty
and,
damn good. You wouldn't- if-
is it
if it's amazing,
intimidation?
you don't. Intimidation is
Oh, fuck.
-1.
17 then.
The prisoner takes one look at them and
Sorry.
just runs off.
He just fucks off. Yes!
What
He went
direction?
that way.
Yeah. Bagum
like-
and Sylar, if
Yeah,
he runs
blocking
that
the
way,
way.
attack of opportunity.
Yep. So, do you want to attack on opportunity? That's just a standard attack.
Yeah.
It's not even a disadvantage.
It's just standard attack. Cool. Right,
Smack
Courtney,
us.
you roll. Courtney, roll
So-
for your hit.
You may as well both roll at the same time because you
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
into
gonna
that
grab a
tile.
D4 over here. So I have one.
11.
Yeah, D20 and D4.
11. Cool. And what did you roll?
A 9 and a 2. But I don't think I'm gonna hit with the 9.
So what's your strength mod? Nil. So yeah,
Yeah.
so Ricky just got a 9.
So, Ricky takes a swing and misses, clipping him on the
11. So
Courtney.
got 12.
manages to catch him with a punch.
Is it just normal punch? Then
Yeah.
3. 3 plus
3 damage.
strength. No, 3 plus
4.
strength.
4 damage.
4. That was 1, wasn't it?
What, the strength?
Yep.
Yeah. Nat 3 plus 1.
Cool. So the prisoner is hit in the back as he goes. He falls and lands lying prone.
Has he been hit in the back twice now?
He has been punched in the
Yeah.
spine twice. He writhes around slightly in pain.
Does he just get knocked prone or is he out?
He's knocked prone.
Stamp on his nuts.
I take advantage.
Next turn,
Probably
any
not.
attacks you will.
Advantage.
If I remember correctly, prone, any attacks against advantage?
No.
Definitely for melee. I'm not sure for range.
Well, the melee's all that matters.
Spunk in the
No,
eye
it
counts
isn't. Screw you.
ranged. Don't worry.
Anyway,
If that's the case, then Bagum has unlimited ammo. Anyway,
Jesus.
anyway.
So, Jammy, it is now your turn.
Yes.
Fucking miles away, mate. Playing it.
So I will move up to here, and I will do a ranged attack with the Nat 1 of Destiny.
Ranged attack with that one of Destiny.
Yeah, so that's D20 plus Dex.
Who against?
1.
Cool. I'd say
We're really
just
fucking
standard.
over 1.
14
plus
17.
So you throw the Nat 1 of Destiny at his face and hit him.
4 damage.
Huh? 4 damage.
4 damage.
Jesus.
Fuck me.
Oh, that one really hurt.
He's you throw
Hey,
the dice. It
it's 1
hits.
damage plus Dex.
Yeah, hits him square in the eye,
Hey.
and he kind of rides around him, still lying down.
Ah.
But he looks very, very beat up. He's starting to bleed from his eyes,
I will
covered in bruises. He's not doing well.
yell, Oi! Right, you two, one of
You've
you
had your
two,
action.
just stand on him, and that's it.
Cool.
I'll bonus action yell.
Okay, I'm not counting that, but sure.
Yeet
Jesus.
some spit at him.
Yeet some spit.
Isn't it?
So next it wraps around again. Shark, it is your turn once more.
I'd like to push 3 off the table.
Do you want to push 3 off the table? It's strength to see if that hits.
Fuck. There's bugger all in that.
Yeah, we really are not a good party.
No,
for,
you're doing melee
No,
attacks.
specifically, it's athletics.
Is it athletics? So
Yeah.
it's dex then.
Athletics.
No, strength athletics.
Oh, strength
Again?
athletics. So 0.
Hang on.
0.
You make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. The target chooses the ability to use.
Okay, so that's your DC. Cool.
I need to roll something. At some point.
Yeah.
No, it's not DC.
What is it?
Strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Yeah, just take it as a. Is it a roll plus that mod, or is it just. Like, is the enemy taking a roll plus that mod, or is it just a.
Yeah, it's a saving. It's a ability check. I'm just putting that there so I know where my dice is.
Oh,
Cool.
okay, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
got
very
points.
exciting.
You take a strength roll, see what you get. You give him a shove, and he goes flying. Again, how do we calculate that in push?
If you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
So you be 5 feet, so push.
Yep.
So as he's falling off table, he does, however, stumble.
Makes
Because
sense.
he's going from a height. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Can we
Can
roll,
I shout at him as a bonus action?
Can we roll to see if
It's
he goes
over,
full
Anna.
shrimp?
What are
Huh?
you saying, Wendy?
I have the high ground.
Fucking hell. Can we roll to see if he goes full shrimp?
We're not rolling for
No.
shrimp.
Yeah,
I'm not
and you're-
taking a shrimp roll.
You're yelling shark. You wouldn't be able to like intimidate or anything, so you'd just
Yeah.
be shouting.
He's just, "Ah."
All right, sure.
Why is there a tiny D20? Anyway, so that's his turn.
I
Going
was
Courtney.
using that, Roland.
For what?
You even explained why it was there.
My Nat 1 of Destiny, because I need to pick it back up before I can use it. Whatever, I'll
Back
sort
What
it.
up.
happened?
Roland
Just
realised
like
I
that
can't
reason.
read, he's a fucking idiot.
I need to know where it is so I can pick it back up so I can throw it at someone again.
Yeah, that's
Apparently
kind
wipe
of
the blood off.
Alright. Who's
Must
next?
be a one.
It's
So next is Courtney. Courtney, what did
Yeah, he's still standing.
2 is still standing there. 1 is
Right.
lying down on.
I'm gonna walk up to one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
unzip my pants. I'm gonna teabag him right in the face, and I'm gonna stare directly at number 2.
So you're going to stand on teabag, drop trow, teabag him, staring at number 2.
basically
Right.
you're going to intimidate.
Intimidate. That's an intimidation.
That's an intimidate on number 2. So
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper your as he looks at me.
I just. Yeah.
I feel like this could go on Tales from the Players or whatever.
Yeah. The Tumblr blog. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh shit. What am I rolling? A D20?
D20
Yeah,
intimidation.
D20 plus intimidation.
So plus 2.
1.
3. You rolled
No,
a 3.
no. Did you roll a 1, Wendy?
Yeah, it was a nat 1.
Nat 1.
You're intimidate. You rolled a 0.
Oh.
Instead, he's pleased with this display.
Oh, well,
Yeah, because you've got your intimidation is -1. So
No,
you-
no, it's
No,
Courtney
not
rolling
me.
this.
It's Courtney's.
Oh, it's Courtney. I'm
Yeah.
being
But it's a nat 1.
thick. It's a nat 1 either way.
So as you drop your trow, lean down to teabag, the other guy turns over and it's your penis,
Fuck.
dealing 1 damage.
I'm good with that.
Hey, wait, guys. That's the first nat 1.
That is the first
That is the
nat
first
1.
nat 1.
It's a nat. No,
It's a nat
no,
one.
it's not. It's not the first nat 1.
Oh, isn't it?
I rolled a nat 1 for initiative.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that doesn't count.
Nat 1 is when on a d20 you roll a 1.
Doesn't count.
It
Not counting
does.
that. The first
It's
in
the first.
session.
It's the first
The
in.
first proper one.
It's the first in combat nat 1.
So, yep. Doing that,
For
you
penile
squeal
damage.
and
Also-
jump backwards off him.
Just from a rules life thing, there isn't such thing as a crit fail or crit success on skill checks, but whatever.
I just find it fun.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Homebrew rules are funny.
Yeah.
I
don't
always
mind.
count nat 1s and nat 20s as critical fail or succeed. It says you can do that in DM guide.
Alright, fair enough.
I just find it funnier.
Makes sense.
So, Courtney, you are slightly yelping in pain.
Ah!
Have you updated? Yeah, you've updated her sheet, haven't you? Yeah.
Yep. Getting up from prone takes an action, doesn't it?
Half your movement.
Do I need to
Oh,
do anything with my sheet?
You've taken no damage, so
No, you've not actually been hit yet.
So the first prisoner,
Somehow.
he
Somehow.
stands back up, looking beat up but rather pissed off, and turns to attack Courtney.
I'm just gonna yell at him. You know you can just run away
Again.
I was just spinning him round.
again.
A bit out of time there. And he hits. He lands a punch square in her jaw, dealing
Is your
1 damage.
Plus strength.
Yeah, that is plus strength.
I've done it.
Fair enough.
God.
So there's number
Okay.
1's go. Number 1.
Yes,
Jesus.
number 1.
So, prisoner 2,
Number 2.
who is not prone, is he?
No.
No, he's
no.
not. He's the one
He's done
standing.
fuck all.
He was the only one that was stood up.
He didn't.
Yep.
He didn't do anything.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna roll something.
Oh.
For the sake.
Mostly because he got whacked.
So he takes a swing at Sylar.
Oh no! Fuck! Not in my own face.
He
the
misses.
high ground?
He misses. Nice.
He misses.
If you want to play your elf as like a prim and proper daddy's boy, that would just be hilarious.
No,
Yes,
I'm not.
please
like,
do.
That
the,
voice.
The backstory is not.
Oh,
fitting,
no.
sadly. Maybe my backup character that isn't Owen will do it.
Can we roll? So he flat out misses.
Nice.
Prisoner
hell.
3 gets back up.
Would getting back up count as your move?
I've just
It
explained
counts
this
as
is
half
half
your
your
move.
movement.
And
Half it.
jumps right back up on the table. And
Jump
takes a
back on
swing at
the
Blaze.
table.
Yeah, and takes a swing at Blaze.
Yeah, he's got
Kind
15 feet and diagonals at max 10, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Can I just yell? You're all pretty stupid, you know that.
No, it's not your turn.
He takes a swing, misses, and stumbles.
Jeez.
Fuck me. Christ on a bike.
So is he
Christ
prone
alive.
or?
No,
Did they
he's standing up.
Did
I
they
mean-
just
Malnourished. They can't
did they
move.
just
stumble.
bring jugglers to this? Circus people.
Jesus. Ricky,
Are they
it's up to you.
What
you
you
doing?
now?
Yeah.
I want to kill this guy.
So how are you going to kill him? You're going to stamp on his face.
I
No,
mean,
didn't he get
roll
up
an
to
attack.
punch
Oh
back?
god, yeah, you got back up. Yeah. So
Yeah.
roll 20.
You'd,
Let me
you'd
just-
have to roll to hit anyway, it's just if they're prone you have advantage.
Yeah.
What? That...
Just roll
Yeah,
the
I had a
d-
dice stuck at the top of it.
I noticed.
11. I don't
11.
have any strength modifier.
So you land a roll D4 disadvantage.
What?
I'm being weird.
Why does he have a disadvantage?
You
'Cause
did-
it was
you
only a
never
black
have
and white.
disadvantage on attack on damage rolls. That's not how. What?
Fuck
What are you
you.
doing?
It would be a 1.
Yeah, it would be a 1 either way. So you deal 1 damage. You kind of land a glancing blow, you kind of gently give him a bit of a hard love tap. about all that happens.
Follow
That was
through
prisoner
with
one,
the
though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Oh,
I would,
yeah. Need a bot.
However-
or just turn off the AFK.
However, that gentle love tap was enough
oh my god.
to kill him.
Do I steal the EXP?
Aw, I'm sad. There's no how do you
XP
want to
gets
do
shared.
this.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sad
that's
there's
Roland
no
being
how you
boring.
want to do this. Anyway,
Roland's being boring once again.
all right, silence.
Roland.
Sorry about that, just have to do something.
Roland,
Alright.
you're being boring.
How so?
How do you want to do it? How do you want to kill him?
You don't give us the chance to decide exactly how, but it's fine. No one cares.
It was a
Side
gentle
thing.
love. It was a gentle love tap that caused him to fall over and land back.
Yeah, but
Destiny
it could have been a
planted
Vulcan.
Did he land on his back?
It could have been a Vulcan nerve pinch that deals 1 damage.
He could have been tripped up and landed on my dice.
Could I
He
just
did.
Oh shit.
why
You
can't
punch
just,
him
like-
in the back, he
Yeah, I
loses
was
That's
gonna
still on the
say
same
punch
tile.
him in the back.
head first.
Anyway.
Yeah, punched in the back again. Lands head first into the D1 of Destiny that lodges in his head, killing him.
I think I just see that from a distance, like, oh, I'm gonna have to clean that now.
So you hear a dejected sigh playing in the background. Jesus. So, Wendy, it's your turn.
I think
I'm... Oh, sorry.
During all of this, my character would have just been moaning, it's like, I'm going to have to explain so much now. Again.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be like...
Provide moral support.
I'm gonna have a little moan of pleasure at this dude dying, and I'm gonna walk up to here, and yeah, I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna punch number 2. Fuck me, I
Yeah,
switch
yeah.
everything.
You're just gonna punch number 2.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
punch number 2.
Roll for
You
roll
got
for
a
hit.
bucket in your room.
15. It's not a plus anything, is it?
Cool. You hit him.
No.
Well, it's
Yeah.
plus your strength, but
Wait, 15 plus strength. Oh
Yep.
yeah, my strength is 0.
so 17.
Oh no, it's 17. Yeah, sorry.
So you get a good hit against him. Roll D4.
6.
Oh.
I do 6.
6 damage. Ooh, you land a sizable punch on the guy. He tries to put his arm, doesn't get. Hit him in the side of the face, knock.
Did you say knock him out?
Could I,
Knocking
could
the
you say
wind
any of
out
that
of
again?
Oh, knocking the wind out of him.
Yeah, you
Right.
cut out for half of that.
Sorry.
Do we need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
use
no.
speech Roland?
Jesus Christ.
So he's
Right,
still
so
up.
knock
He's
the wind
still
out
up.
of him.
Yeah, he's still up, but he stumbled. He definitely stumbled. But and that that hit left him with a big red mark. It's bleeding a little bit from his nose. You know,
Fuck me.
he was hit hard.
Cool.
So now it is prisoner 3's number turn. No, sorry, hang on.
3, please.
My brain just melted out of my own ears.
Wait, after
Courtney,
Wendy.
wait, no, after Wendy, it's Shark. Shark, your turn. Jesus Christ, my brain has just
What?
died.
Jammy!
No, it's Jammy.
No? Oh god, yeah, Jammy exists. Jammy, your turn.
For fuck's sake, Roland.
You've been
Right.
standing in the distance this entire time.
I'm
Hang on,
right.
hang on.
That's-
We're hanging on. What?
Hang on.
Why the
No,
fuck
you keep
is
doing what you're doing.
All right, so
Alright.
we can continue. Fine.
I will move up over that tile. So I pick up my. I'll use my bonus action to pick this up
Yeah, I'd treat that as a bonus.
off the ground,
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
I'm just gonna clock this guy in front of me.
Punch or throw the dice.
Well, I'm next to him, and when it's disadvantage when you're next to him, so I will punch.
Cool. Cool, you hit.
Natural 18.
Yeah, you hit.
Someone give me a dice.
D4 plus strength.
You steal my dice. That's cool.
3 damage.
How much damage?
3.
3 damage. Ooh. It was another good hit. You hit him where he was just hit, and he's really feeling the. He's not going to be standing for much longer.
Cool.
Prisoner 2 is looking very much. Shark, your turn.
Right. I don't want to give up my high ground. I want to grapple number 3.
Correction.
You wanna
to my
grapple
notes
number
to
3.
Shark.
Hang on,
Correction to my
scrolling to
notes
that
to
point.
Shark.
Grab him, put him in positions that Bagan would be very happy with.
Right. strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
I really shouldn't do that.
So
you
roll
pick
strength.
one of-
Roll an athletics check.
Which just dice in it.
D20
Plus your athletics, which is
How's
0.
it describe
12.
D&D? Just fucking dice, innit?
12
Wait,
versus
acrobatic. Was it
what-
acrobatics or athletics?
Either.
Doesn't matter. I've got none.
No,
either.
his.
Target chooses.
No, as in what's he
Oh, for
rolling?
his athletics.
Athletics, cool. So what do you roll?
Yeah. The attacker always rolls athletics. The defender rolls either athletics or acrobatics, and the defender chooses.
Cool. What did you roll again, Shark?
12, and I thought there's just 12.
Ooh, so... Hang on, out of character for a second. Jammy,
Yo,
both roll 12.
reroll.
Reroll. Cool. Reroll.
Roll the dice again.
9.
Yeah, you miss. You miss.
Yeah.
You go for the grapple, you lunge at him, he dodges skillfully out of the way. You miss.
Fuck me, these
Right.
are the people who failed to hit 3 people for 4 times in a row, and he dodges skillfully.
I should have
Yep.
talked to him. I should have
You know,
talked to him.
you know that bit in
I should have
Revenge of the
convinced him.
Sith where they're basically
Table's
just
not-
swinging their lightsabers around, not hitting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, Courtney, your turn.
Do we need to have an initiative tracker on the board, by
You're
the
going to
way?
be over to number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can get close enough.
No, I can write it down if you want. Initiative in future.
Where did
Okay.
Courtney move from? Just a question.
Just there.
2
White.
technically would get an attack of opportunity if you move like that. Because you're passing past them, and you've not used disengage or anything.
That's fair. Yeah, so 2's going to take an attack of opportunity. And he misses.
See, I'm
Terribly.
being a rules lawyer both
Who
sides.
was
So-
he attacking?
Courtney, attack of opportunity. He takes a
Oh,
swing,
bag
at
'em.
misses. Thank you, Bagum. Takes
Mister.
a swing, misses, somehow managed to fall over,
I
hits
got it.
himself in the face with the chair,
Drop off one.
killing him.
Fuck me. Alright. Alright. Alright.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Rolled a one.
How are
didn't
they
he,
more
roll one?
incompetent than we are?
Roll and please say that was a nat one.
It wasn't that one.
Right, so
So what
Courtney's
happened?
still
So yeah, Courtney was that. So Courtney
at
went
disadvantage.
past an enemy. He took an attack of opportunities. That's how that works. He swung at you, missed, lost his balance, headbutted the chair, and died.
Fucking hell.
He snapped his neck and died instantly.
Can I bathe in the blood quickly?
Yes, on your turn.
Damn. Can I just laugh maniacally then?
Yes, that's perfectly fine. As I said, there's a reason we beat them.
So that went well.
Still one
So,
guy left.
Courtney, what are you going to do to person number 3?
Bearing in mind he's not grappled or anything currently.
You're going to try wearing him like a puppet. I'm going to count this as a grapple.
At disadvantage.
A disadvantage grapple, so roll 2d20.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
It's your job, Wendy.
So it's-
An 18
Acro.
and a 10. 10.
What did you roll? What was the high
10.
one?
10. 18 into 10.
So
18,
19.
Nine.
No, disadvantage
It was
10,
disadvantage.
11.
Disadvantage, so 14.
Disadvantage 11. Hang on, let me check. And you managed to shove your hand square up the man's ass. Dealing. Jesus Christ.
No, it doesn't do damage.
He's getting punched up the arse. This is doing damage.
Alright.
Dealing 3 damage.
Right, so Mr. Number 3 can't move anymore. Grappled creature speed becomes 0, can't benefit from bonus to speed.
There we go. So, prisoner 3 is now a bit stuck with Courtney's hand up his arse.
Ricky?
Hang on. No, it is Prisoner 3's turn
Oh.
to make actions.
Hey?
Is he able to take actions?
Yes.
Cool. So he's going to struggle free and
Yeah.
try.
The,
How do you struggle free from a grapple?
Shut up. Grapple creature can use its action to escape. Must succeed on strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. Contested by Courtney's strength athletics.
Courtney, roll d20.
3. 3.
And he breaks 3. He kicks down, pushes Courtney's foot out of his arse.
Was his hand?
Yes. I got my fist.
Okay, full fist and arm.
So he's got his movement back.
So he's got his movement back. He's escaped, but that was his action.
Yeah.
Gonna be sore.
Yeah, that's gonna sting. So it is now Ricky's turn.
Is he not going to move?
Well, you can't because he took his action.
You can move after an action.
Can you? Oh, right. So he runs away.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can beat him up.
What square are you in? That one.
I was in this one.
Yeah,
then
so you've just gone
into
straight
that one.
across. Alright, sure.
Yep, it's all good.
Oh, wait, how do I face? Smack us?
What did you say?
Smack him.
I heard smack us.
I always
Yeah,
say
that's what you
smack us.
said.
It's like
Jesus.
smack us, smacks is stack us. You've got
So roll your d20.
yeet.
Crack us onward.
Is that,
So,
it's a 17.
so nearly a 2.
17.
nearly a
I'm
2.
pretty sure that's a hit.
17. Yep, you hit him. Roll d4 strength
Yeet. 2.
plus your strength, which is 0. 2 damage. So you manage to land a punch on the guy who's now, he's turned around to face, clock a good one in his arm as he's blocking, dealing a bit of damage. So Wendy, now your turn.
All right. I wanna persuade him. Am I close enough to do that?
You are not close enough to persuade.
All right. How far do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I'd like to persuade him.
Christ.
Oh my fucking god.
There
I'd
you
like
go.
to persuade him.
So what are you going to say to him?
I'm gonna say, look, we won't all beat you up if you go to the nearest guard and try and kiss them.
Is that an intimidate check?
No, that's it. He says he's
That's
persuading.
persuasion.
Alright.
Roll
Just give him an offer.
roll persuasion disadvantage because he's not very by that.
Well, it's gonna be a 3, I can tell you that. It was
Yeah.
a 3. And persuasion.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
He's not very impressed. He's just not impressed. He looks you up and
Crit
down.
fail.
True.
It's not a crit fail. He looks you up and down and goes,
It's not a 0, Wendy, you're okay.
"Mate, the fuck do you think I am?"
Gods then join in.
The dude who's running away from the 5 of us after we just absolutely demolished your other 2 friends, after all of you failed to fucking hit us. My
He's standing
friend
his ground.
just stuck a
His
fist up
leaky
your
arse
fucking
is
ass.
standing his ground.
His gaping anus.
So, Jamie, your turn.
My go, right. Then I'll move to here and range attack.
Further than that one
Yep,
of destiny.
20 foot. That's good.
Oh, fuck. 9.
And it misses.
Zelfie.
I like to feel like that's
Yeah,
the
let's put it
dude
up there
who,
somewhere.
that's what his leaky anus is like.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
me
so-
role playing the character. So the prisoner sees the D20 fly past him and just kind of tinkle to his feet. Jesus Christ.
It's
So
only Jamie
Shark
that has
is...
a ranged attack, isn't it?
Yes, it's only Jamie at the moment that has a ranged attack. However, remember, Courtney, you do have 2 sticks. Well, 6
Oh,
sticks.
wasn't
The reason
Oh,
for
yeah.
this, I am a ranger, so I kind of need something
Yeah.
like that for
Yeah.
this.
That's
any-
the lot. His strength is pitiful.
Actually higher than most people.
Probably higher than mine. If
Couple
it's got
probably.
any points.
Anyway,
Fuck me.
so Shark, it is now your turn. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna move and then yell at him. So I think. Over.
Just yell.
Oi!
How close?
I'm gonna
Yeah, how
move to
close
here.
can you get?
I've still got the high ground.
So you jump from table to
Yeah,
table.
maybe.
One,
Do you
two,
want to
three,
move
four.
or do you want to jump?
I'm counting that as a move because it's not that tall.
Yeah.
It's a large step.
Right, I'm gonna
So
yell
you're
at
gonna
him.
yell at him. What for? Intimidation?
5-foot step.
Or you're just gonna
I
yell at
am
him?
going to. Hang on.
Tell you what, these guys have rolled up decent.
Yeah. If this is how
I am going to intimidate him.
Here we go.
What are you
Yelling
gonna
him.
yell at him?
Oi! If you don't kiss a guard, we'll put another fist up your ass.
Roll a d20.
Yes. I'm just
Welcome
gonna
to
turn-
D&D is all I
I'm
have to
just-
say
Oh.
to this.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, hang
turn,
on, I pushed F, not R.
But
Fuck.
is this fatal?
I'm
I
just gonna turn to
flipped it, not
Blages.
rolled it.
Well, roll it then.
I'm gonna turn to Blages and just be like, yes.
Fuck.
Good job.
1.
Hey, that one.
Nat
Plus
one.
your 3. Nat 1! Nat 1!
No,
Nat one.
So as you yell at him, your voice breaks and
Hang
because you're
on.
leaning
Do I
forward.
have +3 to that?
Nat
No,
one
not
is
on
a
that
crit
one.
No,
fail.
Nat one.
Nat one's
is a-
crit fails.
is a-
At least when we're in combat, Nat ones are crit fails.
Yep,
Do you know what we mean by crit
yell at
fail?
him, your voice breaks, and as you're leaning forward, you kind of startle yourself that your voice broke and you fell off the table.
I did that in work.
You are now prone.
Art imitates life.
So Shark, you're now.
No, actually, prone is not bad as upside down.
That's how we're doing prone on characters then.
Alright, so have any of us made any impact on him in the past
I smacked him.
turn?
Right.
Oh yeah, you smacked him.
Fist up his ass.
Is that a fist?
Literal warring like a sock puppet.
Alright,
Sock
who's next?
Next is
Bullying him, I love
Courtney.
it.
What do you want to do?
No.
I'm
Oh yeah, sorry.
You want to what?
I want it into.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Close enough.
Oh yeah, can you
I
move?
wanna-
Can you move through characters? By the way.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Right.
If you move through enemy characters, however, they next
Yeah.
an enemy character, they get attack opportunity. So intimidate. How are you going to intimidate him?
I'm just like
Can't occupy the same space as characters, so can you?
wipe my fists clean, spit on it, rub it, give him a wink.
Christ! Roll intimidation. Advantage.
I think technically.
We've got a 1. We've got a 1, so it can't go much worse. A 3. A 3
Uh,
What's Jamie saying?
plus intimidation plus 2.
Two.
So 5.
5.
Total 5. Sorry, what were you saying, Jamie?
Just yeah. And moving through another creature's space is difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'm not counting that with party.
So, double movement.
So you roll the same, reroll.
Roll the same roll. Okay. A 6 and a 20.
Nat
20.
20 boys!
Nat
For a nat
20!
That's a crit.
So, upon seeing this, the prisoner immediately vacates his pants all over the floor, runs away, slipping in his own feces, going nowhere, landing prone.
No,
Oh,
prone
it's
again.
a bad place to land prone.
Yep. Jesus Christ. But, however, falling over, he also knocks himself out, missing his next turn.
Right.
Ricky, your go.
Sylar!
Yo.
Sylar, your go.
Give me a sec. Mike went hello.
Yes,
Hello,
it
we
did.
hear you.
There we go. Sorry, it does it sometimes.
No, no, it's-
Can I do much other than just smack him? I don't know.
You could grapple him, you could push him, you could just kind of laugh
There's
at
no
him.
point
There's not
really-
much point grappling.
There's
or
not much
pushing him
point
at
doing
this point.
this. I
Yeah,
think
you may as well just beat the shit out of him.
Alright, let's beat the shit out of him.
He's unconscious, you said?
Can I
Yeah.
like
So no
roll
AC.
it?
Yeah, no AC guaranteed hit.
Oh,
Just
can I
roll for
roll
damage.
drop him from the top rope?
Not from that current position.
One.
One plus strength, so 1 damage.
Basically, just
Fucking
kick
hell.
him in the ribs.
You curb stomped him gently.
Pushed him deeper into his own shit.
Jesus Christ.
Cool, man.
Wendy, you're go.
No, that's too far. That's actually.
No, not too far. Do it. Do it.
This isn't fatal.
I'm gonna reach down, put my hands in the shit, and then put it in his mouth.
What? No, it's not intimidation because you can't intimidate him because he's unconscious.
Probe doctor shit.
I'm. What are you looking for?
Medicine.
These ones.
No.
No, I'd say he needs to take a otherwise I'm gonna say
saving
you
throw.
fall down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
Oh,
So
mate, you're gonna love me.
So,
I found some stickers for it.
He does a Constitution saving throw. You don't do anything, Wendy.
I have no save stats. What would I roll for save on this?
Mod. So
Isn't it
con mod.
conscious?
Wait, what? Roll mod.
Saving throw is just a modifier of that stat.
So what we've got to get higher than whatever he rolls.
Wendy, God, what skill would that even be?
sleight of
Don't delete these ones. These are my
sleight
actual
of
spells.
hand.
No.
Yeah, let's call it nature.
Yeah. In fact,
Right.
give me do something which I've got a negative on because that's
Right.
too far.
No, it's not. Roll nature. Roll nature.
Nature.
Right,
That's
you
a
do a
plus
nature
2.
check.
So it's D20, yeah.
Yep, D20 plus nature.
12.
Nat 20 that
12.
guards not how
Roland.
So got to be. Is that
Constitution
12
DC
plus
12.
Constitution DC 12? Oh no.
You failed it.
God.
I take it.
Yeah. So D4 damage.
1.
Christ.
So he took. So yeah, you shoved it in his mouth, causing him to choke and asphyxiate slightly in his unconscious. He's really not looking too good.
Oh my
punch him with a
god.
handful of shit.
He's having a rough time.
I'm actually horrified.
You know, you got to assert dominance in a prison.
Jamie,
horrified.
your go.
My go. Wonderful. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I will move all my feet. Grab my dice. 5.
Oh, you disappear into the
Fall
ether.
through the world.
Ben,
Yep.
I got 2 of these spells. They're my spells at the moment. One's a cantrip, one's a spell. These are the actual cards for them.
Yeah, cool. That's handy.
And I will smack him 1.
You're gonna give him a thwack.
Is it
5.
just me or is everyone small?
No, it's unconscious, isn't he? So,
Yeah, so just roll for damage.
When did everyone shrink?
3.
Nobody shrunk.
You
You probably
didn't.
just aimed up. How much? 3 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. Ooh.
I look a lot taller because of my staff.
So, Shark,
I want to pick myself up.
you're gonna pick yourself up. So
That's
that's your
half your
action
movement.
taken. Oh yeah, half
no.
your movement.
Half your movement, not an action.
So you can still make the
I'm gonna
movement.
move over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna twat him 1.
Twice.
How are you gonna do it? You're
Eventually.
gonna punch or kick? Doesn't really make a difference. Just
I want
Is
to
this
kick
like
him.
Blood Bowl? Do you
Kick
get an
him while he's in the
advantage
dirt.
now while he's down?
Kick him
right,
while he's in
roll.
his dirt.
roll damage
Yes.
plus strength.
Yes, you get an advantage if they're prone, but he's also unconscious, so it doesn't matter.
Fuck. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
with,
don't need to
Blood Bowl, you
roll,
get,
hit dice 'cause you're
advantage
unconscious.
with
Yeah,
allies
if
near
you-
and whatnot, but you won't
um,
get that here unless we're like actively helping. Do you?
Rogue gets
Oh.
sneak attack.
So,
you get
kick him
advantage
for
if they're
4.
prone on your attack roll.
Alright.
Blazish kicks the prisoner in the face, kicking shit up into his face, snapping his neck, killing him.
yes.
Hey.
That's what you get when you don't tell me shit.
I mean,
Right, so
he
there
could
he is.
only tell you shit now.
He can't. He's dead.
Right. Now, the comes up, I'm instantly going to start making way back toward myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, combat's over, back to normal. So after this fight, you see some guards standing by the gate, starting to chuckle a bit, but not really making much action. However, one of them does burst in, saying, "All right, dickheads, playtime's over. Back to
Hey,
yourselves."
the dickheads are dead.
Do I have enough time to rifle the pockets of any of
Yeah,
them?
I was gonna say, can I try and grab
Take
something from number
a
2?
sleight of hand check.
Yeah, slight
Can I
hand check,
both of
then...
us?
Can I do a sleight of hand
Oh,
on
that was a
3?
nat
So next
20,
to-
but it wasn't
Yeah.
really. 15
I do a sleight of hand on
plus... 15. I get a 15.
Only 3 of you can, because there's 3 corpses.
Can
Yeah.
I?
So Shark's taking 1, who's...
I'll
take
take
that
2.
one.
I'll take 2.
1, right, so...
Courtney said 2 first.
Oh, a 1.
One.
Haha!
There we go. So, you rifle through his pockets, and you find a small shank.
Who?
Wendy.
Wendy. That goes in equipment, yeah?
Did he roll for it? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got 15.
Yeah.
Keep it in your prison pocket.
Come on, roll.
It's...
Spiky and down.
that's still improvised, so it'll be 1... It'll still be 1d4 damage, but this will be slashing damage as opposed to bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
Technicalities, but
So
This-
one.
this is a good-
So I'll just put small shank.
D4,
1d4.
D4 plus 1, I'm going to say.
yeah, that makes sense.
Tap.
Obviously, plus your strength.
Oh, yeah.
So, Courtney now searches through number 2's pockets. All
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand.
Only a slight for those at the table. It's only a sleight of hand because there's guards around.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
So, Wendy, that's up to you.
Oh, shit.
Roll.
Yeah.
You didn't roll
19.
in this yet.
19.
19. Courtney searches through
21 actually. The sleight of hand.
21. Courtney searches through his pockets, through his
Finds
bit
a
of
sock.
everything, and in his pocket finds a small broken key.
Nice.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll add it.
It's in 2 pieces, so currently unusable.
I need to rummage through 3's remains, which is probably not very nice, but I'm gonna rummage anyway. So I need to roll and add my sleight of hand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll for
Do
sleight of hand.
full face first into shit.
My sleight of hand is 4.
So whatever you roll, add 4 to.
Really?
That's a
Full
high sleight of
sleight
hand.
Oh,
You have high
proficiency.
dex. Ah,
Proficiency. 13.
9.
Why do I have a
13.
proficiency in religion?
You look through the shit
you a pirate?
stains and just feces everywhere. You search. Knows the
cut
And
out.
Yeah, you
other
can
than Jesus, search through his pockets, holding your nose the entire time. Other than finding yesterday's lunch, gruel, obviously, you also find 2 copper.
Oh,
First money of the group. So on right for that. Yeah.
I looked at them earlier.
Cool.
I'm rich.
So everyone is pulled back to their cells.
Which cell am I going to?
Pick one.
I put a W on my cell. So
Yeet.
Yeah, but you
Go-
use
you
random
go back to
cells,
the
Wendy.
cell.
There we go. I'm gonna be either. I'll go into this one. Actually, I'll go into this one.
I'll just be. I'll do that and then where I stop, that's myself. There we go.
How sound isolating are these cells?
Not very.
Probably
So could I
a few inches of stone, I'd imagine.
yell at Ricky?
Piss off the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
If you yell, yes, but guards would also hear.
Okay.
You've got like yell 25 feet.
one thing I will say is none of us actually know each other's names yet,
Yeah.
except
no.
for
Well, no, no, no. Everyone
except for
knows
Thane.
For me,
Janet
you-
Stain
you
and
know a
Courtney
name I
is
go by.
Biscuit.
Yeah. We know Biscuit Tin and.
Biscuit Tin and Thane.
Yeah, I just naturally tried to avoid that conversation. That's why I left like instant.
That didn't go very well, did it?
Oh,
So,
we didn't do much damage.
Blazish, what do you want to try and say to someone?
I don't know. I was just asking if I
He
could.
just wants to know if it's possible.
It's possible, yeah.
Oi. Healthy. Thanks for your help.
So, oh, there
You don't look like you have a penis on your head.
you go. I should hope not.
Adjusting.
Not that there's
Shark's
anything wrong with
page.
that. It was just An
Registering
observation, all right?
Shark's page in my notes. Thinks everyone has a penis on their head.
She's every
The
non-dragon.
guards, as they're walking past, hear you shouting out, "Oi! Cut
You
it
don't look
out!"
like you have a dick. That's all they hear.
Can I shout back at the guards?
Sure.
This ain't ending well.
I want to persuade them that conversation's good for morale.
Okay, try
Guards.
persuading.
I understand you wanting to keep it nice and quiet in here, but keeping us like this makes your job easier because we're all happy, as much as sometimes we like murdering each other.
Right, take a
I.e.
persuasion roll.
5 minutes ago.
I have 3 plus whatever I'm going to roll. 9.
12.
Okay, so you succeed in persuading them, like, and they respond and say, you know, just don't be too loud and don't keep up too loud. And they just wander off.
You maniac.
Jesus Christ, Shark, what the fuck is happening to your character? He's just persuading everyone
Yeah.
He's a bard in disguise.
I was going to say, Shark, you're a sorcerer, not a bard.
I'm not too sure anymore.
Well, I heard that magic was not a good idea in here.
So you decide to pick up the loot.
He's using his male wiles.
Jesus, now Shark's had a mention. Is there anything you want to do?
Huh? Sorry, cut out.
Is there anything you want to do in response to Shark? Or just in general?
Can I have a... what race is the guy opposite me? Just gonna...
Perception check.
If he's human, he can go fuck himself.
Wow, I apparently am
To be
hated.
fair,
Well, no,
To be
it's
fair-
not hateful. It's just not good experience in backstory.
Hey, I asked if he was white.
to be fair, you're an elf.
He's a...
What was that, Jamie?
What'd you say, Jeremy?
You're an elf, that's reasonable.
Yeah. Well, half elf.
Yeah,
I know the
Hated by
elves.
both. Depending. 16 plus 4. 20.
20.
20.
Natural
So
20.
you see across the way, you see a man just kind of standing in the background. You can't really see much of him, but he's in shadows. But what you do notice are 2 long ears.
What up, my elf brethren?
What up, my elf Negro? No.
The correct term is eelgrow.
Is it?
I can remember.
Well, elgrow.
All right.
Or egger.
Correct term is ay.
Aye, aye, aye.
Anyway,
Are we having racism in
this is the most racist D&D campaign. The elf across the way walks up to his bars and go, "My God, another half-elf. I ain't seen any of you for ages."
Is he slow?
You
Sorry,
can tell that
Can tell what, sorry? You cut
you
out.
can tell that common is not his first language.
Well, I speak elfish. Elfish?
Do you want to try and risk speaking in Elvish?
Well, that's how I... that's how I got in here, so, probably not.
Wise choice.
um, can I, ask him how long he's been in here, if he knows?
You don't have to ask me if you can ask him that.
Well, fucking, I don't know if he's gonna understand me. It's like,
Well, that's
hey,
up to what happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
how long have you been in here?
Hang on a second.
Me think one day. Really, he's
Been here many
20
moons.
years.
It's been very
this is tricky
strange
to-
experience.
Find this.
Have you, noticed any people coming and going?
Many people, all dirty human. Peh!
That's
What
pretty
was I
good.
gonna say? Have there been any riots at all while you've been here?
I tried to start one earlier, but God, punch in face.
Oh God.
Would you be interested in starting another one?
You know, you elf brethren, you raise good argument. I think.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Yes, you can. He's not being quiet.
I'm gonna move a midge closer.
In a minute, he's gonna say, "They come to my village." And they take me
They come to
away."
my village, they take my... Oh, God.
In this riot, are you going to be doing any running?
Oh jeez.
Keep in
Why
character,
are you
guys.
running?
Keep in character, guys. Come on, come on.
Yeah, fucking hell, you're corpsing so much.
So what's he saying? Is he interested in starting another riot?
You're not. Cause you elf brethren, I help you. You call on me, I come help.
Hey, I'll keep that in mind. What's your name, by the way?
Yes.
The Hugaboo no Numada.
I was laughing. That was my
Let me just write that phonetically.
Just call him Banana. Just call him Banana.
The Hooganoo
That's
Banana.
racist.
It's
That is
Hugaboo
very
Banana.
racist, Roland.
Alright.
It's
Call him
Elvish.
Banana.
Throughout.
No, what he's doing is he's taking the Elvish language and transferring it phonetically into Common, which doesn't work.
Transliterating,
Yes, he's transliterating very badly.
if you want the technical term.
So, do you want to take and check and try and figure out what his real...
I mean,
Well, no, they both speak Elvish, so he would
Yeah.
understand.
Not necessarily, he could have butchered it. So I'd say take a... There's nothing for language.
I have a spell, but I can't really use
Be
it.
wisdom, wouldn't it? Or would it be intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Take a wisdom check.
I get +2 to either of them.
But either way, take advantage because you do.
It just went.
Whoops. So that's 12.
Why is it over here?
I'm dying.
So, what were your two rolls?
I got a 10 and a 2, so 12.
Ooh.
Because +2.
Let me just check
Are
the
you
rule.
rolling for how much you butchered it?
No. I was
So-
laughing during one.
So, you discover his name is.
What?
What
Sorry,
a fun-
you cut out.
You cut out.
Cut out.
You discover his name is actually
Yes.
Donald Banthwaite.
Donald Banthwaite.
Yes, he was a very strange child.
Banthwaite or Banthwaite?
Shelley, you
Banthwaite.
don't know this.
I know,
Yeah, you
but
don't
I'm
know.
writing it down.
What did I say his name was?
You don't
The
know this
Hooganoo
though,
Banana.
Wendy.
Donald Banthwaite. This is why I write things down.
Wait, no, not Donald. Dinar Banthwaite. Because
I don't have enough space for that. I've already written banana.
Oh, I wrote down the Hooganoo Banana.
Hooganoo
That was the
Banana.
beginning of-
What was
Dinar
it?
Banthwaite. His name is
Dinar.
Dinar Banthwaite.
Dinar Banana.
Dinar Banthwaite.
Your cards from.
Courtney, could you pass me a pencil?
Oh,
and write
yeah,
his
I
name?
just found these before Ben deleted them all. So
Alright.
I just kept them because they were relating to me. If your spells are in here, or if they're left in here, then have at them and have fun. If not, rip. You have to like click and drag and you'll take a card. So you just click and drag and it'll take one. If you click and hold, it'll take all of them.
Can I do something?
That's a little one.
So,
Meanwhile, on
Joel?
the other side of the prison.
So
Yeah, on the other side of prison. Wendy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Solitary killer of the
Uh,
universe.
I would like to shit in my bucket and then stick my hands in and just marinate them to get
yeah,
them
you can
as
just,
diseased
try
as
and
possible. And then after that, I would like to
And
go
you
to
can
sleep
stack them in
and
each other
take a
too.
rest to heal up hit
Right,
points.
so take a constitution check.
are any of these
A
your
constitution check.
This one isn't. This one is.
spells? Okay, so I'll take
nat
that one
20.
and put that down.
That was not a proper roll.
Fine, whatever.
There we go.
What are your
Nat
spells?
7.
I'll see if I can find them.
So, 9. Yeah.
Spells,
You-
cantrips.
You contract syphilis.
Do you have
Yes! Yes!
I will say, for those that are injured, if you do a short rest, which is an hour, you can spend a hit dice and heal.
Right. Yeah, I contract syphilis from my shit. Alright,
Oh,
that's
yeah, to get rid
interesting.
of it, you just stack it.
Remember, the
there.
buckets are used by other people.
This is my cell.
No.
I won't shuffle
I
it.
always come
They
to
haven't.
myself.
They have not been cleaned recently.
Anyway, yeah.
So you just drop
Yeah,
it in the deck
are
and
we
then
able to... So what, shall I... Because I currently have 6 out of 10 hit points.
If
I
you
don't
take
like
a
that.
rest, you can roll
You
a
have,
hit.
to take, you have to take a short rest, which is at least an hour of
That's
like,
what this will be.
of relaxing.
Put this
Yeah.
as your discard pile. So like, Protection
Yeah,
from good and
and
evil.
then what do I do? Just roll a
Inflicts
1d8.
wounds.
So
Like,
whatever
Yeah,
your
roll
hit
a
dice
1d8.
is,
don't
you
have any
roll
of
that,
those.
add your constitution.
So you just drag one from there for the
That plus
Do you have that?
Constitution.
No.
D8.
then just put a drag on there, and then do
A
that for all
2
those. and see if
plus
you have any more.
Constitution.
There's a 2, so you gain 4 health.
So I'm back to 10.
So you're back to full health.
Yeet.
Yeah, anybody else that wants to do that. By the way, there is a total slot.
I
on
didn't
where
take
your
any
hit dice
damage.
are. I would
Yeah, I didn't take any damage.
Fucking
keep
maniac.
track of that. I think it's only Courtney that's over the
Yeah,
bit,
Court
so
could
yeah.
do it. Court's at the same.
Yeah. So Courtney, what do you wish to do?
I would keep a track of how many hit dice you have
What do you mean of how many hit dice?
So
because you
Do you mean
spend
max
them.
HP?
oh,
you?
so
Hit
right.
dice.
So I've just used my 1d8.
So you have 1d8 hit dice
Yeah.
normally. So you
Right.
now have no d8s remaining.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You gained them back on a long rest.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
If you
Okay.
have the same ones as me here, well, I'll see if I can find some way to copy them.
Anyway, Courtney.
Rolling.
I have
I'm
the.
gonna try it
Ben
and,
has to copy
try
them.
So what was that? Sorry. No.
I'm gonna try and repair the key and
Gonna try and repair the key. How are you gonna try and repair the key?
Feces!
I'm gonna use the wood, you know, carve it into a little block that fits the middle of the key, then use the climb on the bed to
Right. Okay.
Right.
You have proficiency with smith tools. So that's important.
I'm not finished.
Oh god.
I'm also again gonna use my jizz to make sure it's stuck together.
Okay. Cheese glue.
Jizz glue!
What would I count that as?
Dog it.
Next.
Fuck did I
It can
count?
hold any.
I think that'd have to be a combo roll.
Of what?
Everything.
I didn't hear half of it. I'll be honest.
She said she was gonna whittle the wood into a shaft, the key, stick it together with her jizz, and then wrap it in twine.
Right.
She
so
got a
in-
sewing needle in there. Or wheel.
in that order,
Yep.
what was that first one?
Whittle one of her 5 logs into a
Dex.
small shaft. Dex roll.
Dex roll first.
Wendy.
Shit. Hang on.
Ricky.
13.
Yes.
Do you know if
13,
you mouse
13
those
plus
15.
2. Yep,
Oh.
that's fine. She whittles it down into
Yeah.
Shape
Oh, it
bit
shows you.
under the back of the broken key.
The second part, I would
Zooming
do-
right in.
Guys, the
Yep.
second part, I probably do Constitution.
5.
Why Constitution?
What was that second part again, Roland?
Oh yeah, jizzing.
5.
Constitution. 5, so that's a 6 total.
Your jizz kind of splatters over it, but has no.
I think at that part, it stops working.
Yeah, you just have a
A
jizz
whittled
covered
down
key.
stick.
Can someone explain to me the VS and M on spells?
Right, it's
V
the components
for
you need
S is
to...
hands, M is materials.
It's the components you need to cast them. For a V, you need to be able to
But
speak.
it will now be covered in.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you're mute for whatever reason, you can't cast a spell that has a V. S is semantic. You need at least one free hand to be able to cast them.
Okay.
So if you're holding a sword and a shield, or if your hands are bound, you can't do that.
Okay.
M is material. There'll be in brackets. They'll list what material you need.
Okay.
If it's also somatic, you need both hands to be free. So one hand to do the somatic casting, the other hand can be holding the material as a focus.
What if I'm anti-Semitic?
Semantic, not semetic.
Semantic.
Alright.
Anyway,
So, Courtney's decided she's going to take her jizz key and still try and wrap it in twine to see if she can hold it together anyway.
Do we even know what this key goes to?
No.
I would say nature or strength, but they're both a 1. So
Yeah. So, roll for that.
19.
19. So
That's a good wrap.
she deftly wraps it together, holding it sturdy enough that it would work in a lock. So add yourself 1. Remove your broken key and place it with
Is someone doing
a
that or shall I?
fixed key.
Who got the shank? Do any of us
Me.
know that he got the shank?
no,
he's
nobody
not
knows.
told us.
Me, and it was a slight.
He did a sleight of hand, so it'd be like stealthily sliding it
I'm
into his
gonna
back
rest.
pocket or something.
So Courtney's going to take a short rest as well. So D8.
So roll a d8, Wendy, and then it's what's a con? 1.
4. Fuck.
So 5 hit points, so max.
Cool.
Cool. For me,
Oh, and she should write it down.
yeah, make a mark that got 0 hit point, 0 hit dice.
Yeah, it's not that many, but
When is it that I? Oh wait, actually, don't worry.
so, Jamie, what are you going to do in yourself?
I think when I got back to myself, I would have been cleaning that little dice I'd been whipping around on the way back, just sort of rubbing it.
Okay, take a dex check to see how well you clean it.
A dex
Alright.
check for cleaning a dice. Cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to roll for it.
14.
14. Yeah, you're sitting there.
It gets the
Nice
worst
and
bit off, which is
convenient.
what I was going for.
Yeah, it's usable once again.
Yeah, I think I would just... In-game, it'd be a short rest, but I would just, like, lie on my bed and just...
Cool. So, time passes, and, a couple of you are sleeping, a couple of you just kind of lying on your bed, and, Ricky and the elf are just passing some menial, stunted conversation. Not much really comes from it. Just Ricky seems to be trying to teach him basic common and to not scream everything quite so much. And after a while, the guards come back in and inform you that it is time for meals.
I'll head over
So
to
everyone-
meals.
Yep, move over to the cafeteria.
I would say.
You all, I would say, unless you have any objections, all decide to sit at the same table.
I would probably sit close, but on a separate table.
I'm guessing
Just 'cause
I'm
I
sitting
don't
on my own on. No
Just
one
because I
wants to
don't
sit
want the
by me.
conversation.
Not necessarily.
No, I think I would actually sit by you now.
Should we call it fairly soon, by the way? Like, do this, and
Yeah.
then...
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I was gonna say, leave it.
is anyone going to share any information? I'd say if any time to
I'm
Like,
certainly
they
not.
found out that they
Are
want
there
to
any
talk about.
guards near?
The guards don't really pay much attention. They're busy shoveling.
Alright.
No, fairly hushed. They won't hear anything.
I'm
So,
tell people I've got a key
So,
if they see any place that looks like
Like it has a
I guess-
keyhole.
yep.
well,
So,
Like
You
every
know-
door.
I
Yep.
can open.
so everyone else now knows. Every player knows that Courtney has a key. Well, Bagum, sorry, has a key.
I'm gonna reply. Well, that's interesting because I was looking on one of the tables back where we fought those 3 idiots, and I found something written under it. And in fact, you know there was that dude who, well, I assume he went to you, but I sent him to go, do the dirty with you. Did he actually get to you?
Yeah, he's Sam. He's like one of the top smugglers in the prison. If you need any for like some coin or some favor, he can probably get it. You will give it.
Okay.
So the party now knows
now knows
there is
Jeremy.
a smuggler.
Now knows Jeremy in cell
Yep.
probably South 6.
Yeah, you'd pass on.
Jeremy the smuggler. You know what he looked. You can
Yeah.
probably contact him. In fact, she points him out across the way, and you see him. He's headed, a bit scrawny, got a fairly bushy beard, but it's a bit patchy.
Right. And I'm
So
also
you notice Jeremy.
I'm also gonna tell everyone that the thing I saw written under the desk the thing was Northwing Cell 3.
Okay, so
I'm literally just gonna say, oh, and the thing which I found under it was Northwing Cell 3.
cool.
Don't know what it is.
I found a half-elf friend that could be used if we want to incite a riot to cover an escape.
Right. So Ricky,
Should we recruit some more people to try and get a riot going for cover once we have a
I think
planned
we
escape
should.
out of here?
I think we should recruit people. I might see if I can convince people to riot.
You
The
did seem-
silver-tongued lizard, the
You
who's
did seem to be very good at convincing those people.
Bizarrely
to do things.
charismatic sorcerer.
yeah.
I
Well, I
think
mean, I
that-
should be quite charismatic as a warlock. Like, charisma's my motto.
Yeah, you should be.
I
What
think
is everyone's
recruiting
names?
people would be a good idea. As we could sneak out to find this cell 3, see if my key opens it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So would you say that the party's consensus start a riot and using that as find cell 3 in the northern block and
Uh,
see what happens?
Would agree.
Yeah.
If I could hear what you were saying.
God damn it.
No.
Damn it.
I think I got the gist of it. It was, are we going to attempt to do a riot and in the ensuing chaos, get to cell 3?
Would
Yes.
we know which one that is from our experience? Here?
You
Well,
know
we know
where the
which one
northern
north
cell
is.
block is. You don't know where cell 3 is. Try and figure it out.
We could
Yeah.
I
split up.
mean, it's either going to be this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one.
Oh yes,
Oh, it could be this one. If
it's
you...
so easy.
This one.
There's a whole ton it could be.
I think what we should do is we should use some of Bagham's
Male
Skills.
to try and make molds for these keys and make duplicate ones in these molds, because then we can work at a faster rate.
What are we going to make
I-
molds
I-
out?
I could try that.
keys
What
out
would
of?
you-
Right, we're gonna make these molds. Is gonna go off. We'll might make it with that, and then with more of the stuff.
I could whittle it.
We're going to use sheer friction to melt the metal.
This has gone too far into the realm of unlikely.
Right. So you've got your idea for your plan.
I could try and whittle
It might not be
some
a good
identical
idea.
keys out the wood.
Yeah.
Some
So,
one-time use.
Yes.
okay. So the session here comes to a close.
Wait,
As
just very
Oh,
quickly.
yep.
What is your name? What are all of your
Oh yeah.
names?
Ask each other's name.
What are all of your names, and are you going to join us, Thane? That wasn't meant with
Such
any
distaste.
distaste.
Jeez.
It wasn't meant with distaste, okay?
Thane, what about you?
So Jeremy, are you going to join or not? Are you going to join them on the table?
Why not?
So
Do you
Jamie,
want to come join us?
yeah.
Like,
So
actually get
Finric-
onto the table?
Thane begrudgingly moves over to the table, sitting at the edge, kind of, you know.
Thane, I've got to say, you are bloody short.
I
But
like
don't
to,
take that in the
I
bad,
li-
bad
I like-
way. I think that's a good thing that you're
I like
short.
to think that he sits on the desk and his chin just
He's resting on the table.
rests on the table.
No, I just think he flat out sits on the table.
Speaking as an absolute unit, you're bloody short.
I would. Honestly, if I was to sit somehow, I'd be sat on the table and then my feet on the chair.
Yeah.
So-
So, what is everyone's names? Because
The Hooganu banana. I mean, Silo.
Hooga Booga Banana. Alright. Sylar.
Not escape.
Alright.
Okay.
Hello,
What is
I'm
your-
Blazers.
Blazers. Alright.
Pleasures bunch.
It's like when
Uh,
somebody speaks Dutch.
Alright.
It's like,
I'm Morena Kovac.
I'm Bangham, but you know me as
Biscuit tin.
Biscuit
Biscuit
Tin.
Alright.
Finric.
Thane. Finric Thane. I'm going to ask you about that at some point.
Oh, I know.
So, as
What
the,
What is
Yeah,
our
that's what
name?
I wanted
What is
to.
our team name? What is our team name?
No.
Wildcats.
Well,
I should
Yeah.
Right back.
Could be swin meat.
Jesus. So, as
That's
the
a
party
joke. I don't
sits
think
around the
Ricky would get.
table, nattering, talking, getting to know each other, and slowly the icy exteriors are coming down. They're becoming, reasonable, not necessarily friends, but at least acquaintances and partners. They start working on their plan, and darkness casts over the
Don't say
stage.
Partners. Biscuit
Fuck
Tin
off.
might get excited.
Touche. With that, the session comes to an end.
hang on. I'm just turning it off.